piece of your heart. I'm calling you up to getting down, down. Show me a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down. Show me a piece of your heart, a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. I'm turning you up to getting down, down. Show me easy, show me the heartache. I'll be what you want, and it's physical. Keep it subliminal. Show me what you want. Show me easy. Show me the heartache. I'll be what you want, and it's physical. Keep it subliminal. Show me what you want. Da-da-da. up to getting down, down. Show me a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down. Show me a piece of your heart, a piece of your love. I'm calling you up to getting down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. I'm turning you up to getting down, down. Show me easy, show me the heart. I'll be what you want, and it's physical. Keep it subliminal. Show me what you want. Show me easy. Show me the heart. I'll be what you want. And it's physical. Keep it subliminal. Show me what you want.
Mic check. Miggity mic check.
Are we live?
I think
Check.
so, man.
Check.
Yeah, we are live. Yeah, we are live. You know, it's I'm so used to the the other intro that we used to do.
Sure.
So I'm sitting here going, okay, I guess we live. Yeah. Timber. So Timber joined us early. He was in the waiting room. We said, man, heavy the hell up. We had who else was in there? I think we saw Turpin, right?
Yeah, Turpin's hanging out with us, obviously.
Turpin's
Probably some
hanging out
people
and
as well.
stuff. Happy Sunday, everybody! Episode 61, and happy Labor Day weekend, right? Because tomorrow's Labor Day.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. I always get Memorial Day and Labor Day confused, and what reminds me, I don't know how this is a thing for me, but Memorial Day is May because I'm thinking double M's or M&M. So May is Memorial Day. That's how I remind myself. September Labor Day. Don't ask me how I got to that point or what kind of logic that is, but that's what I use to remind me what holiday we in. Yeah, that's
good.
Yeah.
Can't wear right after Labor Day.
Is that what it is? Okay, that was the next thing I wanted to figure out.
Yeah.
What was the white thing? Yeah,
no, you
was
can't.
it Labor Day?
But it's normal. But it's like pants. But then it's like sometimes people have like these like all white parties and stuff, and it just so happens to be like after fucking Labor Day. It's like normally like Labor Day weekend, a lot of people like a lot of places tend to do like I remember clubs even back. I'm going back 20s now, right? So they would do like these all white parties. So like you dress up in all white, go out, hang out, whatever like that, and then but then the way the saying goes. I mean, I don't think anybody really follows that shit. I don't know. It's like
I don't think nobody follows it because there are all white parties I've seen happen in New York, especially in the Hamptons. I've seen that happen.
Yeah, that's pretty much where they would go, where they would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
Work. It's the best part about it. No working.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that Nick is Nick here?
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah.
Nick has joined us.
What's that up in the corner? Is that a little square with nothing in it?
So no more. Yeah, that's you actually. For whatever reason, our overlay isn't showing your profile in Discord. So my apologies for that. But you're like
that's
that.
Cool. I think you got like the top corner of it right there. So
no,
it's
like
enough.
It's an error Windows picture. I don't know. Whatever. Listen, we're a Scuff podcast. You know this, and you still listen to us, so it's okay.
Yeah, no.
We're scuffed, and you're here anyway, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody else.
So I know you guys in the chat has been always like when you join us and you always hear us talk about different people and different, and the conversations we have, and one of those guys is Nick, and he's with us today. He decided to join us. He said, "Hey man, I think I could join you guys this Sunday." I'm like, "That'd be pretty awesome if you can." So he decided to join us. So he's gonna be here. So I don't know how his replay week is gonna play out this week because he's with us now. I don't know if he's gonna like listen to it again or watch it again. Just say,
I gotta get. I gotta get caught up on last week's because I was out all week, So
you haven't. You mean to tell me you haven't done your homework yet, Nick?
Dude,
I
listened to half of it, and then my back went out, so I've been kind of just fucking.
Yeah,
not having a good week.
I don't know if I'm vain enough to like listen to. I mean, there's like the one thing about listening back to be like, oh, how did this sound? How was this? And I guess I kind of do that, but it's weird. It's like listening to myself. I think I have that kind of. I don't know if it's a phobia or just a weird thing, like hearing myself talk. It's a little weird.
Oh, shit, I got no choice. When I got to listen to it for chapters, so it's like.
I mean, and thank you for that.
It's like I gotta listen to my own cringe ass voice just to get chapters going. But
I was gonna listen to it, but now that my profile picture's not in there, I don't know.
I don't
replay it. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little.
That's done on purpose, by the way, Nick. I did that.
Before I came on, you're like, can we just not put his picture right there?
Yeah, just not put it up there.
I'm gonna hide. Well, maybe if I turn off the Discord overlay and turn it back on. Nope, we're still fine.
Oh, the good old on and off switch.
On and off switch. On and off did not work. All right.
Other Zig, man, thank you for making it, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, so hey, we do our thing, the week thing. So, but since we have our guest today, Nick, I'm gonna start with him. I ask him, hey Nick, what have you been gaming on? Who are you, and what do you play?
I'm nobody, just Nick, and really, that's about it for that. And I'm an Xbox gamer. I've been playing. This week I played, I think 12 games, and I think a couple of them from Game Pass, a couple that I bought, and I was thinking about that like today. I know you're gonna ask that. And, man, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy because like I would say 90% of the games I played this week, which I had an awesome time. I wasn't worried about like what's going on with Activision. I wasn't worried about Halo. I wasn't worried about any of that stuff. But like it means something to me, but I wasn't worried about it. But this last week, I played so many games that I would never would have bought, never would have downloaded, never would have given a look at all. I mean, they could have come up for free, and I would have been like, "Nah, I don't know. I'm not going to play that shit," you know. And if it wasn't for Game Pass, so Game Pass has changed my outlook on gaming. It's fucking awesome because the shit I played, like, man, I played a stack of a game last night that it's called Almost My Floor. It's a Sometimes You game. And it's a point and click adventure. It was so awesome. I stayed up to play it twice. I mean, I figured I'd buy both of them and then play the next one, like maybe in a couple months or a couple weeks or something. But I liked it so much, I'm like, screw it, I'll just play it again right now. And I went through it twice, and awesome. So yeah, man, I just that's what I've been doing, man. My back's been out all week, so I've been kind of just I couldn't even play. I couldn't even sit up in a chair to play, so I've just been watching Hulu and shit all week.
Yeah, no, we've been catching up because we have our personal numbers that we've been catching up on. I mean, we always talk to each other on the text messages, and we kind of share similar stories when it comes to the back problem. When you told me your back went out this week, I was like, holy shit, it's not a good thing. Actually, it was last week. It wasn't even this week. It was last week that it went out. And week so I was like, holy crap. Yeah. I almost felt I almost felt that pain with you, but having a back problem, that's ridiculous. But yeah, man, the
miracle.
Game Pass,
hey, there's my face.
Does that, man. His face. Yeah. I don't know if it worked.
Look at those beards, man. All three of those beards.
See, when you leave me to my own devices and I get to go and do my thing, I fix things. So there you go.
Yes, you did. So, yes, it's official now. I may watch the replay.
Now he may watch the replay.
Watch it. Yes. Now I may watch
man.
it.
So I'm gonna give the chat a little backstory with Nick. Nick's been a friend of the pod for quite some time. For quite some time. Even before then on Twitter. Yeah, I know you're waiting for that T-shirt. I know you keep reminding me of that T-shirt. But he's been a friend of the pod, even a friend of mine on Twitter before the pod happened, and he's always been a support to the channel. And we met over Twitter, and we met over the pod, and like instantly hit it off. We exchanged phone numbers, and quickly found out we share similar things, similar tastes with games, and how how life plays out. Similar families. Almost think we have the same wife because they're both annoying as hell. But no, man, Nick's been a good friend to the channel, to the pod, to me and Logic, especially to me, man. We've been he hit it off really well from the beginning, and it's one of those guys that there's always. I'm 44 years old, man. There's always that somebody I never thought I would meet somebody that's shares similar shit with me. It's one of those things man. It's almost and I don't want to cry or nothing. Soulmates, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Pause. But it's one of those things that
tear came out.
A tear came out. Yeah, I'm trying it. No, but it's I like hearing that you played your Game Pass games and you bought your games and you got your mind off of what's going on in the news this week, which we'll talk about. We'll talk about it later on today. We have topics. I believe, right, Logic? We got topics?
I believe so. I was going to say we're 10 minutes in and we're already shilling for Microsoft. So if it's any indication on how you already know this podcast is going to go. It's just know listen, it doesn't the check actually cleared. That's why there's a giveaway today. So
the giveaway
check
cleared.
Literally the check cleared. Thank you, Microsoft. Yeah.
So yeah, man. No, we'll talk about that. But it's good that there's a lot that went on this week in the news when it comes to gaming, especially with Microsoft, with the Activision stuff. We'll talk about that later. But it's always good to not get so involved in those kind of talks, at least for me, and the gaming is I did similar stuff. The gaming was there for me. The game you're watching right now on the screen, that's Tiny Kin, freaking adorable little game. Love the game. The story it told was beautiful, amazing, very impactful. And it's if you guys, and I told Logic this, I'm like, if you ever played the game Pikmin on Nintendo, this is exactly that. But it has so much character, like the little what do you call those things? The little tiny kins that you walk around with. They help you out so much in the game. They're not there just for for looks. They literally have attributes and characters and stuff like that. Pretty cool.
Kills. I'd almost be worried for like somebody coming over from like Pikmin Dev being like, it's a little too reminiscent. It's like, I mean
no, it's exactly, bro. It is that. It is
mean,
exactly Pikmin. It is that.
How much
I'm sure they were inspired by that.
So how much time do you have in it so far? Because I mean, you sent me this is a pretty large file here. So how much gameplay have you?
I'm done with the game. I'm done with it.
Okay, how long did it take you to beat the game?
Let me look at it right now.
I'm actually I'm curious.
Let's see.
Because like, is it like a 10-hour thing? Is it like a 20-hour thing? Like,
no, it's a 16 hours. Well, 16 hours because I enjoyed the game.
Is there like side quests and things like to do in it though, or are there like other things?
No, it's a completionist game, meaning that you gotta like okay, there's these little dust like particles. If you're into achievements, you don't have to do these things. If you're into achievements, it's like dust particles that you would have to collect in each room you go into. It's a house, and the levels have its own biome. Every level's its own biome.
Nice.
You got your bedroom, you have your bathroom, you have your kitchen. Like, it's pretty cool that each biome it's its own thing, so it doesn't ever feel like you're playing the same game. Like for a long time, you're playing different biomes, and it feels fresh. But as far as completion, if you're not into the completionist thing like I am, you can complete this game in like less than 6 hours.
Oh,
easy.
Just like you could just run
3 hours, 4 hours, yeah, easily.
Okay, but not be at 1,000 achievements though.
Not 1,000. I mean, if you're into the 1,000 thing, you'll be like me with like 16 hours. But even that's a little inflated because I got up, I did some things in the house.
All right.
Even that's a little bit inflated. But now, if you run through the game, just want to play the game for pure playing the game and finishing it, you can finish in about less than 6 hours.
How much do you know how much this game is? Like, if you didn't have Game Pass, like what this
game? $30.
Okay. So does it feel? Let me ask you: does it feel like a $30 game? Like,
oh hell yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything more, no. But $30 perfect. $20 to $30 is a perfect. It's a sweet spot for this game.
And I know it's a weird conversation because like you're playing this on Game Pass, right? So I just want to that whole dynamic of like you didn't pay extra for this game; it was included in the subscription that you're already paying for.
Correct.
You were able to play the game.
This came on my radar because I was watching last week when this game launched. I forgot her name, but she's from Xbox.
Okay.
Where she comes out and she streams on Twitch, and then she shows off the games that's coming on Game Pass. She was playing this, and I'm like, this looks. I like the style. The art is pretty cool. It looks like a cartoon. I'm like, this looks pretty damn neat. I like this, so I'm gonna try it out. And I ended up downloading it, and right from the beginning, boom, it had me. I'm like, I'm playing this. This is good.
Nice.
This is really good. Yeah.
Now you got me like wanting to play it even more. Watching I haven't really seen too much of it. This looks awesome.
It's really good. I love the style, man. The art in this is literally it's like a cartoon. Like the characters are cartoon with the big old buggy eyes. This is by the way, this is early in the beginning of the game. This is when I first started the game.
Okay.
This is the hub of
I like how he runs backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the hub. And if you stay still, like you fall asleep. Like your character falls asleep.
That's funny.
And then the sprint feature in this, as you can see, it's a bar of soap. Like when you sprint, you hop on a bar of soap and you start sliding. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like there was some pretty good thought that went into like from the dev side, like actually like you're running around the different environments, but like even like the movement and the animations and stuff, like it looks pretty cool. Yeah,
and then the little Pikmins or the Tinykins, they you got different ones. So you got ones that stack up so you can climb them and get on top of high stuff. You got some that explode. You got some that are knocks objects over that you need to knock over so you can climb, like like a ruler that's like at an angle. You got to knock it down. They'll knock it down for you so you can climb it. That's different things like that. Different Tinykins. Pretty cool. Love the game, man. If you guys have not tried it out and you like games like this, Pikmin games, try this out. Uncle Mike, I know you love this, man. If you play this.
Were you playing anything else this week, Kills, or?
I played this. Been playing more Saints Row. That's going to be one of those long games because there's a lot to do in Saints Row. But I've been playing some Saints Row. What else I've been playing this week? I've been doing some achievement games. Nick, help me out. What I played this week? Oh shit! Jesus Christ!
Oh wait a second. Do we air out our XBL brothers and Ash specifically? With the little achievement story. I mean, it's part of your week, so I was going to say, okay, so can I set the stage and you take over real quick?
Set the stage.
All right, so we're inside Discord call. I'm pretty sure it's like, so it's August 31st, right? It's August 31st.
Last day. Yep.
Couple of hours left before, like, I guess the new month switches over, and then basically like the counting, like what Xbox does, like, you know, to count, like, you know, who got the most achievements in a particular month, like would end and lock in. I think Ash from our friends over at XBL Party podcast had mentioned to you in like, or like you had posted like your achievements, whatever.
Well, I went to their pod. I did their pod.
Right, you did their pod
that week,
and then he was like, "I have the lead. I have more achievements than you this month."
Mm-hmm.
And then so it kind of like put a battery in your back, and then you were like, "You know what? Hold, the month's about to end, right?" He's like, "Hold on," and then wait, and then I'm just gonna air this out. I might as well. I'm like, he's fucking probably sleeping right now. He's like, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah, because he's in the UK.
He's in the UK. It's done. So I still got some time because the only real time that matters, I guess, in the world is the US time at that point, right? You know, because they're not operating. It's not like 12 o'clock over there in the UK. It's like, no, 12 o'clock here is when it ends, right? So you get on and you literally go and you surpass him in achievements. You make sure like you get your achievements up so you surpass him. It's like some real childish shit, but it's like, or some petty, not even childish, petty, just real petty shit. But
childish and petty.
I was fucking dying.
Because I went on their pod. I was on their pod early in the week, and like it was like Tuesday when they do their pod, and they invited me to go with. So I'm on the pod. I'm like, man, Ash, you know, it's been a while since you've been, you know, relevant on the leader. Like I put that battery is bad. Like that you've been relevant on that leaderboard, man. Like like I'm used to getting 40, 50K a month, but this, you know, for lately you've been slacking. He goes, nah, you know, it's not. I'm not really into it like that. But then come from the 31st, which was what, Friday, I believe that was.
I believe so.
No, Thursday, whatever the 31st was.
It was Wednesday.
Yeah, so it was Wednesday. So on my, because leaderboards work with whoever you have on your friends list. On my friends list, I was number 2 for the majority of the month. I was number 2. There was somebody else that was number 1 above me, and you know, and I'm sitting here going, okay, cool, but not by much. And I'm like, cool, but then on the 31st, like 2 hours left, I'm in Discord with you. 2 hours left for the month, and I see Ash's name jump, and I'm yo Logic. Like what? I'm like, bro, Ash just jumped ahead of me on the leaderboards. So I was like, I'll be back. I didn't go nowhere for the Discord, but I was like, I'll be back.
Like, I'll be right back. I got business. I got business to handle real quick.
I got business to handle, and I put up my sleeves and I said, let's go. I ended doing, I forgot what game it was, but I ended up getting like 500 points over him, and I ended up like winning in the month of August. So I didn't win.
You had that shit sitting there waiting. You were waiting for it.
It's always you always have the secret stash of like, where can I go real quick to go get some quick chivos, and like you.
And when all else fails, you could double stack them because I got a PC that works really well. God. And you could double stack those games. So yeah. Dude, but going back to that question, Bunny Parking is what I played this week for achievements. Smart Moves 2 for achievements. Flasco Man for achievements.
Nice.
So I played a couple of. Oh, and I also played Space Science Investigations, which is a free game that Xbox gave out. It's just a NASA game. Nothing crazy. Just a NASA game. Okay. Showing you space like how to navigate out in space, how to navigate inside the space shuttle and stuff. Pretty cool. Like, you know, it has a rotation. Cool, yeah. It's a cool game.
You know what that reminds me of? When they did I think it was SpaceX, when they launched that little mini web browser mini game
like
where you could connect the freaking the capsule that took off from the Falcon rocket to connect to the ISS. Like you literally had to go and line up and do the connection as if you were like the little capsule that the astronauts were on. It was like
this is. It's like it shows you like when you get disorientated, what kind of medicine you had to take, how your bones deteriorate in space because your weight is no longer needed, so your bones is no longer needed, so it starts deteriorating. So the workouts they do,
the exercise in space as well.
Yeah, so it shows you that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool. Learning game. There's no fighter. It's just learning.
Sure.
How to maneuver in space. So I played that. It's a free game. It's called Space Science Investigations. It just came out free on Game Pass. So I mean, not on Game Pass, on Xbox.
But just free on Xbox.
Yeah, it's just free on
Xbox. It's crazy how NASA has its own like video game division.
Well, people wonder, and not to go.
The U.S. Army has it too.
Yeah, yes, they do. Well, because they have their own pro scene now. Well, besides the deals that they do with like Activision, for example, like the U.S. Army, they have like a deal with the COD League, the CDL, Call of Duty League.
Yeah.
So like you see like advertisements for U.S. Army. I mean, it's same. It's like Top Gun, and it's like Top
They
Gun.
do they use a lot of
cool.
gaming, So they even have I think they have the contract with Microsoft for the HoloLens as well. The military does.
Yeah, that's where they realized, like with the AR, with the AR capabilities of HoloLens, they actually contracted Microsoft to use some of that technology, from what I understand.
Yeah,
But
that's how they train though. I mean, a lot of stuff, flight sim. Like the pilots, they use flight sim, the actual game flight sim, because it's so accurate. Obviously, they probably use an iteration that's more less commercial, more industrial. But yeah, they gaming, like interactive like that. Gaming is the best way to learn, anyways. As they've learned that over the years, that's the best way to learn and grasp onto like different things. It's like through interactive videos and video games kind of stuff. So
right.
Ember said that's how they recruit. Yeah, that's pretty much how they do it. Hey kids, you like
Yep.
playing video games? Let's shoot some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, well,
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, and desensitize. Okay, that's a whole other conversation.
Desensitize.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
That's our pod in the future. That's like a new pod in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably have that conversation. I mean, I think it's definitely a conversation worth having for sure. But but then you get the other side of it where it's like, oh, video games are the reason why there's XYZ crime and stuff like.
Yeah.
So there's the other side of that coin too.
Yeah. You wonder why they cheated on you? Video games. Oh
right.
Shit. Okay. But yeah, man, that's what I did, man. I was playing a bunch of different little games, just like Nick said. It's one of those things where this week's news was a little daunting, was a little depressing on all ends when it comes to being a Microsoft fan. It's like, okay, what's going on
what? And I have I guess some interesting takes on it to basically like I wouldn't say necessarily put you at ease, but to more or less just be like, because I think a lot of people's reactions, and obviously we're going to talk about it, were I think a bit overreaction because they didn't know what the hell with the news that came out, like what it meant. Yep. They didn't quite understand what it meant. So, but yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, man, I mean, as far as like my week, Destiny, dude, it's literally just been Destiny. I'm showing it on the screen now. This was King's Fall came out, I think, a week before. I wasn't able to do like any of those day one raids or stuff like that, but I eventually was able to get into a fire team, get raided. It was my first time doing a raid in Destiny in a while, just because it's just hard getting 5 people together or 6 total to do an activity like this, and then because sometimes it could be a large time commitment. But I got in with a group of people through Reborn and Sunda, group of their like a friend group that they have that they play Destiny with a lot, and we ended up doing some King's Fall, and then I got into another friend group of mine with a couple of my buddies, basically from high school, friends that I used to go to high school with and stuff, and their friends. Another Destiny group, complete separate Destiny group, and we were like, oh, let's play some Vault of Glass, and we were doing some Vault of Glass, so it's just been a lot of fun. I've been having so much fun on Destiny. I'm trying to remember if I actually booted up like another game this week, and I'm being hard pressed to think about it because I don't remember like booting up any other game besides Destiny.
Have you played any Death Stranding?
No. GTA. So I was playing a little
GTA. That's what it was.
I was playing some GTA still. I'm still in the process, and I know I didn't stream as much this week, but I'm definitely gonna make a concerted effort because I did have like some doctor's appointments and stuff. But I'm gonna make an effort to definitely stream that more because I do want to stream as much as that story. Not like people don't know how GTA 5 story goes, but I know like it was something that I was doing, which it was cool because even like on some of those streams, like I had Thimber hanging out in chat with us, which was pretty cool. I think and I got some League in as well. So I did boot up League, and I mean I was playing League last night because it's League, and I don't know if I can necessarily go. You know what I mean? Like if I could legitimately like go like too long without playing League. So
I gotta say, when you streamed GTA, I was enjoying watching you play it because it's like going from your point of view, since I already played it, I finished it, but it's been a while since I played it.
Right.
So some of the things like when I watch you play, I'm like, oh, that's right, that happened. Oh, that's right, that was my favorite mission.
And because I'm experiencing it for the first time, I just played the other day. I think I was telling you were in the call with me and we were bullshitting. I was playing the game and I was like, oh shit, we're about to do literally like this is like the Heat. This is like the Heat heist. This is like one of the first heists in the movie Heat. And it's like, wait, they got the truck. They hit the armored car right on the side. The car goes over.
Well,
you blow up the back.
The mask, putting on the mask.
It's like the mask. I literally had the characters look like the guys from Heat, like De Niro. Like all those characters from. It was fucking sick. Like playing that out in GTA 5 was really cool, man. But yeah, so that was, I mean, it's short, sweet, right to the point. I was just a lot of Destiny, still some League and GTA here and there, and then I definitely will be getting into Death Stranding more, hopefully on stream.
It's a
After I
slow burn for
finish
me. I'm
GTA.
definitely enjoying what I've played so far.
Yeah,
But because I have Saints Row and that's a big game itself, I want to like make sure I'm done with that games before I move on because
yeah,
there's a lot to do in that game and I plan on 1K in it. It's gonna just take a little bit longer than I expected to 1K that because there's more than I thought it was. When I first started, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be simple. Not simple, but it's gonna be like easy run through.
right.
Few hours here, few hours there. But I've now unlocked some part of the world. It's like, holy shit, there's a lot more. It's like a whole lot more. Okay,
Right.
so yeah, so that's where I'm at now with the game. But I'm highly enjoying it, and I want to give an update on the Saints Row buggy part of it.
Yeah.
Remember, I had said there was really no bug. I haven't really encountered any.
Yep.
I'm in hour, I don't know what, 18, 20 something hours, I don't know, something like that. And now what I'm starting to get is where, let's see, how can I explain this? Like, I get soft locked in the menu. Like,
Okay.
like when I'm looking at my inventory, like to change my setup or whatever, it gets soft locked.
You could
So I would
and
have
you could
to
repeat
reset
this.
it.
You could repeat this every like.
I can repeat this easily,
Okay.
fucking so easily. Yeah. So I get soft locked, and I actually I wrote that to the Rockstar people through not Rockstar
Not
to
Rockstar.
Volation. I can't even say the name. Violation was the name. Volition. I think
Okay.
it's called Volition. I wrote to them on Reddit and let them know this is how I produced the bug. How I reproduced it. So hopefully they read it and say, "Oh, okay, thank you for that." Like because it was easily producible.
Word.
I know how to do it. So it was like so that's one bug I've been getting. It could be it's really annoying now, but I know how to get around it so I don't get caught in it. But it's annoying if you don't know how to do it to get caught in that.
Got it.
It was just a random thing. Like, man, what the hell? And I was like, oh, there's a bug. Okay, so I guess when you play like a bunch of hours into it, you start seeing these little bugs, little annoying bugs is what I call them. But yeah, but I've been getting bugs now, like just that one.
All right.
Just to provide an update on Saints Row. See,
Nice.
I'm not all that kumbaya with Saints Row. See, I could say it's bad too. You know?
No, yeah, but it's okay. But the fact that you're not saying it's bad just to follow along suit with other people's experiences, it took you a minute to get to.
Yeah, it took me a minute. Yeah,
a bug that actually affected your gameplay. But listen, hopefully there's some patches that come through, and I think they've acknowledged it, and I think they said that they're working on fixing those bugs.
They've acknowledged and they're actively, the words were they're actively working on squashing bugs. The words
Which
they used.
So now that we got the catching up out the way, now that Nick's here, listen, there's a couple of disclosures I'm gonna give out real quick just before we actually end up doing this giveaway. So as I transition scenes and I show this here.
It. Nobody wins. Bye.
All right, there's a couple of things. No, giveaway's real. Thank you for everybody that entered, all 27 of you. Now you might see at the top right corner that there's 28 entries. Okay, well here's the first disclosure. As mentioned, and was already said, if you are a VIP member of our Discord, you got a double entry. Our good friend here, Nick, friend of the show, here with us today. It's not rigged. I don't want anybody type fucking rigged in the chat. I'm muting. All right, it's not rigged. He became a VIP member, okay, and he gets a double entry. That was it. That was explicit. That was expressed. Okay, it's just what it is. So his name is in here. He's
Rick.
The only. Rick, shut the fuck up, Nick. This is not gonna do you any favors if I click this button and you win. I'm just saying, if you win, this clip is gonna be replayed. Like we're gonna be synonymous with this clip at this point. All right, so I'm just saying.
I was reading kills in the chat. That's what I was reading.
Is that what it is? Like. Yeah,
have you looked at?
I can't time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't time him out because it's his fucking channel. But it's all right. I'll get over it. It's all right. I'll get over it. Anyways, so that's the first disclosure. Just his name is the only name that appears here twice. Now, how did we get this name? Well, according to the giveaway and the instructions that we provided, right here, Xbox $20 gift card giveaway. We tweeted this out. We put it here in our Discord. Join the Discord. Come to the giveaway channel. Type in hashtag STP giveaway. We basically from that day, thank you, Thimber. You were basically the first one. I don't think literally the podcast wasn't over and Thimber was already in the Discord, being like.
I don't think you even finished. It's describing it last.
And I think
week.
Nick ended up being also here as well too, where Nick was just
I just saw it come through on the Discord. I said, I'm gonna enter. I just figured that.
Yeah, right. So he wasn't even.
I wasn't even on there.
Right. Yeah.
Nope.
See, thanks, Mike. Fucking rigged giveaway. See what I'm saying? We're gonna be trending soon enough. Anyways, so yeah. So basically, you're here. This is how you entered. It was pretty cut dry. Up until Saturday evening, going into Sunday, I closed it out. Stubbs, unfortunately, you missed it. Sorry. You'll get in the next one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was it. So we had 27 entries. And yeah, man. And I'm just excited to actually commence the giveaway. I don't know, Kills, if there's anything else. Oh, maybe there's a few other things real quick too, but go ahead, Kills.
Yeah. And how did Nick get to? Just to be clear,
Yeah.
how did Nick
So
get
just to clarify
entries?
as well too, and I will bring it up here. It was a pin message as well, in here. So. Basically, what we have here, and we talked about this last week. I don't want to bore you guys with this, but this is something pretty much that it will help us because it's like, help us, help you guys. So essentially, we have a VIP membership tier inside of our Discord. It will go towards supporting the channel, and what we've committed to, what me and Kills have committed to, was basically using any gains that we get from this, not like 100%, but majority of the gains that we get from this, and give it back to you guys that basically follow the channel. That follow that in there, especially, if you're VIPs and stuff like that. One thing is, if you're a VIP, you will automatically receive a double entry into the giveaways that we do. That's consistent. You could subscribe for $5 a month. You could they give you bundles. So if you subscribe for 3, 6, or 12 months, you could save 10, 15, or 20% with that as well too. And you could cancel this at any time as well. So you're not locked into any type of subscription. Think of it almost like a Twitch subscription. But we are not monetized on YouTube. We haven't really been doing anything as far as to get monetization. We're working towards that, obviously, which is cool. But I think we talked about this and we stated this in previous podcasts before. That's really not the end goal here. But I want to do something to just highlight the community more so just being like, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Like, that's all cool, but it's like, how else can we give back? Well, this would definitely be a way that we could give back to you guys. And this is like one of the easiest ways that we're actually able to give back to you guys is by doing giveaways like this. And we're basically, the more support that we get here through the Discord, especially through this VIP membership, it will enable us to do more giveaways like the one that we're going to be doing right now. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got there.
Yep. Just before you do any kind of spins here, I just want to shout out to those who did who were able to enter. It was 27?
27, yes. 27
entries on our first ever Discord giveaway, which is amazing. So turnout was phenomenal. I'm gonna be honest here and transparent. I personally didn't expect that many to join in on it, but our Discord is literally blowing up. Like, there's a lot of people joining. It's been growing.
It's been growing
tremendously. It's been growing. So grateful to you guys for putting the word out, talking about us. Grateful for you guys joining in on this giveaway, because without you guys, giveaways don't happen. Without you guys, channel doesn't happen. Without you guys, Discord don't happen.
Yeah.
So all that's because of you guys. So I appreciate that. So yeah, that's what I got.
And just also with the Discord too, like I know we had, when we first launched the Discord and we had some people join, like I know we talked about like our game nights. This is where we want to be able to hang out with you guys. But I've already seen too, like Nick has been hanging out in here with us. I mean, Draven, my brother's been hanging out with us. Charpin's been here in the channel with us too. Like this is also too, like, kind of like the community outside of the podcast itself. Like, we get together on the Sundays. We have these live podcasts. We have people in the chat. We're able to interact with you guys. But also too, when we're gaming throughout the week, when we talk about like, hey, we're playing games, like we're here hanging out, and when we have, we see here people are part of the STP community. They're here, they're gaming. We can see what kind of games they are playing, which is a little Big Brother-ish. But you could turn that off too if you don't want to let people know what games you're playing. But we get to see that as well too, and we just get to interact. And people here on the Discord, what I really like the most is just people having conversations with each other in gaming, outside of just connecting with each other. Like, I think that's what I'm really liking about the Discord as well. It's like we're here, we're looking at it, we're interacting with people, but it's also people within the community interacting with each other, and I think that's really cool. And I would really like for that to continue as far as posting gaming news and just hanging out, and just even, like I said, if you just want to come to the chat, shoot the shit, that's basically what we do over here, and just chatting. It's pretty cool stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna take. I mean, it is Discord. We understand a lot of people don't use Discord. It's their first time probably using Discord, coming into our Discord. So we're trying and we're striving to build that community that it's gonna be always welcoming. Have whatever conversation, as long as it's all in good fun. have the conversations you want to have, and that's and be one big old community where we feel comfortable enough to come in here and enjoy our conversations and have those takes with us. So that's practically what we're building with our Discord. So I appreciate you guys.
I want to say one thing. If Curse of Odin wins, then he might be a hacker or something. Because
who wins?
That guy
Curse
of Odin.
Oh my god!
Yeah, because he won a Steam Deck, and a
he did
a Surface Pro, a Surface Pro within like a 1.5 month period of time. So we're gonna have to talk to him if he wins.
If Curse is listening, he's hating on you right now, Curse.
I was gonna say
Nick is hating on you.
The shade that was thrown, like he actually took the shade.
Yeah,
I
got cold there,
him.
Logic. It was like burr for a second. It was like burr.
He took the shade and all that angst that was on him, and like he just fucking and the sus, and he passed it off. He was like, "By the way,
I'm on to you, Curse.
I'm
on to you."
Oh my god! All right, and by the way, too, if you see the names randomly changing right now, I'm shuffling. I've been clicking the shuffle. I'm clicking it. I'm shuffling. Every day I've been shuffling. I've been adding the names. I've been shuffling the names. I'm shuffling them. It's really straightforward. I'm just basically gonna click the wheel. It's gonna spin, and it's gonna draw a winner. So, Kills, are we ready to do this?
Are we ready? Wait, what's that thing? What's that game show that does the no? Was it no whammies? Go ahead. No whammies.
No whammies. Yes, the Logic Shuffle. I do appreciate that. That's pretty much what it is. We're shuffling. We're still shuffling. All right, we'll give it like another 10 seconds.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everyone. I probably could have did like a drum roll thing if I did like some real cheesy shit. Just did like some drum roll stuff, but it's right.
Somewhere out there, somebody's saying "shut the fuck up" and spin it.
Just short. I'm gonna wait until our portrait is like parallel. Like, wait. All right,
parallel.
Yeah. All right, ready?
I dig it.
Hold on, ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom, push. Yeah.
Hold on.
There we go.
Mateo Williams. Congratulations.
Oh my god! I think I think inched. Oh,
Mateo
all right, Mateo Williams.
Congratulations. We will contact you, or I will specifically contact you in the Discord, and let you know you win. Obviously, respond back to me if you're not listening. If you're not here live, it's all right. I'll reach out to you in the Discord. And yeah, man. But GG's. That's what's up.
We'll definitely be reaching out to you on Discord and posting it just so you can see that you won.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, GG to Mateo Williams. Well, that's our first, and there you go. Yeah. Did you want to announce that we're doing another one yet, or
yeah? So you know what? So and listen, this is a full transparency thing now, guys. Too, like I'm just like being real honest with you guys as I'm just doing some background stuff from my end. Just to make sure we're screenshotting it. Listen, this is all live recorded. We're not cutting it. It's what it is. The next giveaway will be a 1-month Game Pass Ultimate code. So we will be doing that. Let's see. Today is the 4th. We'll probably be starting that giveaway. Let's see. When do you want to start that, Kills? I don't want to do. I want to give it away on the 18th.
That's gonna be Sunday, 2 weeks
from
today.
The enters. So we're gonna start. People. We'll have all the documentation. I'll have it set up and ready to go. Probably by the 7th, by Wednesday. So hopefully you guys have heard to us by it. But we'll obviously get the literature out same way. It's gonna be very similar. It's gonna be handled through the Discord. Be a member in the Discord. Follow the rules and the guidelines in the giveaway when I do post that. And that will actually be our next giveaway. So 1-month Game Pass Ultimate. And I do have to thank Nick here with us. Is he still in?
I break the rules. No, you don't. How you break the rules, bro?
Hold on, Nick, I think we lost Nick real quick.
Did we?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So his phone party went idle. Yeah,
it's all good. Yep. So hopefully he does join back with us. But shout out to Nick because him becoming a VIP member in the Discord helped fund our next giveaway. So just shout out to Nick for that specifically. Shout out to him being a VIP member in our Discord, a VIP member of our community. And we appreciate that. And we appreciate everybody too, even if you're just a member of the SDP community. We appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us on the podcast, hanging out with us in the Discords. It goes a long way. And we really do appreciate that, or at least, I know I do, and I know I could probably speak for Kills and say that he does as well. So yeah, man.
Definitely, hell yeah. Umbra, you don't break the rules, man. Next time you should join in on that. I want to announce this too. Next week, not next week, in 2 weeks, right? Is it 2 weeks?
No, it's literally
be on.
Well, it's the No, you're right. Yes, it's no, it's
2 weeks, right?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yes.
2 weeks Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. So 2 weeks Friday. Let me see. Let me look at the calendar. I don't want to get this wrong. 2 weeks Friday. That's gonna be the 23rd, I believe. Umbra, correct me if I'm wrong. The 23rd. We are going to be joining the fellas.
16.
Oh, it is next week. No, I'm thinking Friday. This Friday next. So it is 2 weeks.
You want to pull up the calendar on your PC real quick?
I'm pulling it up.
Okay.
I'm pulling it up.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure.
16th is not this Friday. It's next Friday.
Yes.
No,
you're okay. It's all right. No, listen, we're good. We're good.
Just so excited that we're doing.
I'm really excited too. I'm very excited.
Take it, because I'm too excited to even talk.
No, dude. Yeah. So Umbra has invited us to go and join the cast and crew over there at Xbox Infinite Podcast. Those guys run their podcast, I believe. It's 8 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. You got Doom over there. You got Riskit over there. You got Jedi over there. I believe I'm missing one person. Umbra, I'm sorry. Obviously, Umbra. One more person there, but yeah, they do amazing stuff over there, and they have graciously invited us to go hang out with them and kick it with them in 2 weeks. So we're definitely going to go and do that, and it'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward because we've talked, we've hung out before in game chats and stuff like that and bullshitted. So it'll be cool to shoot the shit with those guys over there and with Umbra and everybody on their pod. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I know you are too, Kills.
Oh, like. I woke up. Well, first he messaged, and I was like, "All right, cool. This has been a talk for a while." He messaged a while, and then we've been the cut. We've been talking about it. But then when I saw because I wasn't on Twitter too much today, but then I went back on it this morning, or this afternoon, and I saw that he was that you had said, "Yeah, I'm down," and I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm down too. I'm down too. I'm excited. I want to go." So it's I can't wait, man. Those guys over there and girls, man, they can get a good conversation going.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to do it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm talking to Nick,
I'm
talking to him, and he's saying that it timed him out and it wanted him to join. So I'm telling him to join the.
No, do the same thing like before. Just join the other voice channel, and then we'll drag him back in. So
yeah. All right. Let me see what he wrote here.
I'll probably just give him. Actually, I will probably just give him because he's special.
Yeah, he said it's not letting him. It's not letting him right now. Okay, so give him the permissions, I guess.
Well, I don't see him in Discord actually.
At all?
I don't see him online. Yeah, just have him restart Discord real quick if anything. Yeah, like if you look on Discord right now, you would normally just see him.
I don't even see him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He is not. He's at the bottom. I will give him the role though. For now, he should be able to join now.
Okay.
When he does get back on. Sorry about that, guys.
We're live.
We do it live. Fuck it. We're doing it. It's like the fucking what is it? The Hannity clip.
Oh, the Hannity, yeah.
But then but I always think back to who did it? It was Family Guy. It was Stewie. Stewie pretended to be. Oh my god. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Do it live.
Oh man. Let's see. Well, while we're getting Nick in here, we can continue. We can.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll just listen. We'll tee it off. We were gonna go. He'll definitely join back. We'll definitely try to get him back in here with us. But we'll kick it into the topics as well too. And just real quick, thank you for everybody participating in the giveaway. More giveaways to come. More information about that to come. Stay peeled to our socials and our Discord, and we will let you know. And that
anybody in tune with the new trend that's on TikTok? It's corn. I have no
kill. No clue.
Yeah, no. This little kid that they interviewed him at a festival when he was eating carnival. He was eating corn, and he was going in and how the corn is so good, and like they've been making songs out of it on TikTok, and now the kid is like being hired by different companies and stuff.
It reminds me about the yodel. Remember the yodeling kid? The guy yodeling in the Walmart, and like how he went viral. Was it like similar?
Yeah. So this kid went viral because of that, and it's corn. You gotta see it. It's a wholesome like song. But that kid is everywhere right now, man.
Right. So if you're watching us on YouTube right now, I just threw up a tweet for the Competition and Markets Authority, so CMA Gov UK.
For those who didn't know what CMA stood for. Huh?
Yep, for those who didn't know what CMA stood for, Competition and Markets Authority. I just heard a Discord call.
Yeah, he's here. I dragged him in. He's here.
Nicholas.
Yeah, I saw somebody else win. I got pissed.
Right, and you actually, that's literally, no, you know what? That's literally, back in my head, I said, you know what, this fucking guy is so pissed right now that he didn't win after we just hyped him up for like the last 25 minutes, and he was like, I'm done. That's it. I didn't win. I'm fucking out.
He left. And he was looking for ways to revoke his VIP. Fuck this VIP.
Yeah,
fuck this VIP.
Can I get a refund on that VIP?
Can I charge this back? Well, listen, after I just thanked you for actually doing the VIP membership because you just funded our next giveaway, that would be very upsetting to our fans. So I
got no shame.
Oh, but that's hilarious.
Jesus.
I have no shame.
So
I don't know what the hell.
You joined at a great time. We're going right into our next topic. But yes.
All right. Yeah, it was weird.
I was gonna say, just touch your phone and like scroll up and down on
Dude,
Discord every now and then.
I've been doing it the whole time.
Okay, cool.
I've been doing it the whole time. I didn't stop. That didn't help. That didn't help at all. Not at all.
Damn Discord.
But did you try turning it off and on?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. I turned my whole phone off.
That's
and
funny.
Then turned it back on.
That's funny.
I'm in between PCs right now.
Everything in life.
Dude, the things we do for content.
Oh yeah. All right, so
that'll be a good
CMA.
Yes.
For those who didn't know what CMA stood for, there it goes.
Competition and Market Authority. This is basically, I guess, I mean, comparison. I mean, I guess it's kind of like, it's not really federal trade. Well, FTC is our Federal Trade Commission. That's what we have here in the US.
Yeah.
It's pretty. That's pretty much like what it's the UK's FTC, more or less. If Redders is still in the chat, I'm sure he could help us out with that, specifically our UK brethren. But pretty much, so they came out, so we already knew this. So as far as like more countries and more places were going to start coming out, we had the news that Saudi Arabia approved the purchase. So like Saudi Arabia is like, we're down.
We're down. We're good.
We're good. We saw those reports happen in Brazil. That was a couple of weeks back where all that information, and more or less, this is pretty much kind of what it is. This is their take essentially on the potential acquisition that Microsoft's trying to buy Activision Blizzard, $69 billion. And they basically did a Twitter thread, and it was interpreted to some people as like, oh shit, Microsoft's in trouble. And it's like, all right, I mean, sure. I mean, the way that they worded certain things, like if you actually listen to some people that are like business lawyers who actually responded to information like this, it was worded kind of weird. And I don't want to, like I said, I'm going to try to talk about this in a way and in a manner in which, like, and we try to do a thing here to avoid like no console war shit. Like this is just gonna be like general, like us as consumers, us as fans of Game Pass, and us really wanting this fucking deal to go through. Because honestly, I could go with Call of Duty on Game Pass personally, same thing with Diablo and everything else like that Activision and Blizzard have to offer. Like potentially, if I could get those titles on Game Pass, like, why the fuck not? As a Game Pass person, that's just me personally.
I'm hoping Sekiro becomes part of that too.
Everything.
Even though it's not made by Activision, but it's published by them. That's one of those titles that actually comes across and makes the Game Pass. I'm down to play that game.
This is what I'm saying. So it's like, so here you have their thread, and I mean, without going word in word, you can see it here on Twitter, obviously, but here's what they think. Have discovered that the deal could substantially lessen competition in gaming consoles, multi-game subscription services, and cloud gaming services. So it's like, I mean, could we go point by point and being like, well, of course, Microsoft has been trying to like expand their xCloud gaming, now officially branded xCloud gaming services. Of course, Microsoft has been trying to expand their subscription service model that they do with Game Pass, and by bolstering their lineup and picking companies to make sure that they could add as many titles to the service and give as much value to the service as they possibly can. Like, and then the game console part, this one I'm still like, the quote that we get here, the quote from Sony was, I think from Brazil, or the lawyers that were representing Sony were we could potentially sell less consoles because we don't have exclusive right, or because Microsoft would have exclusive rights to Call of Duty. I think
it's important to note out that this is not Xbox they're looking into, it's Microsoft.
Yes, specifically, which is of course a part of Xbox. Yeah. This is Microsoft as a company being like, you guys are a big not overreaching company, but a big company. You know what I mean? You guys have a lot of fucking
It's not
money.
Xbox. No, because I know a lot of people's like, oh, why Xbox? Why it's not Xbox division of Microsoft. They're looking into Microsoft as a whole, not parts and pieces. The whole thing. That's how they got to this point, you know.
Yeah. But actually the gaming division too. And then, they make points here too. Microsoft, one of the biggest players in the gaming industry. Okay. Together with Sony, Nintendo, they here's another weird thing too. Like, this is weird. Like, the person that made this tweet too, is a couple of things that I just want to nitpick real quick. Like, they tagged Nintendo UK. Like, if you were going to tag Nintendo, like, I mean, I guess Nintendo UK is, because they're in the UK, but and I guess they're doing it because that's where they represent, but I mean, Nintendo Japan or just Nintendo in general, I guess you would tag. But I guess, whatever.
So they're saying that like Microsoft together with these two companies, they've been...
Well, basically, they've led the game console market for the past 20 years with limited competition from new rivals. Need I remind you that Sega, used to make consoles back in the day? Like, I mean, 20 years, I get it, because, the Dreamcast was the last console that got made by Sega. But... yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody was really out here trying to make, video game consoles. Like, I don't remember hearing horror stories about companies like, I'm about to release a game console, but ever since, Microsoft fucking put out Xbox and Sony kept putting on better PlayStations.
If anything, other companies trying to get into the mobile space now, and the fact that Apple or Google or anybody's trying to get into the gaming spaces, it talks to more so of, the money that's being made in that market right now.
Right.
It's why they're even joining it at the moment, because for 20 years, there was nobody really out there going, we want to join that fray. We want to be part of that. Nobody was doing that apart from these three companies. It's now that it's a lucrative, it's just a booming market, booming entertainment division that people are wanting to get into it. So they're trying to see if this will hinder any other companies trying to get into this game, and essentially. Like the high school football club, like the football team that's in high school. Can you get into that club without being part of the football team, or do I have to do some things like that kind of stuff? They're trying to make it not that. If anybody else wanted to join in, it wouldn't be that hard.
Well, it's a skull and bones secret fucking society. Like, you got Amazon over here spending millions of dollars trying to bolster up their game division, coming out with games like Lost Ark and stuff like that. Like, you have other companies now, Tencent, and things like that. Like, I mean, and which we're going to talk about as well too, because Logitech and Tencent coming together to make a device that allows you to play not just things like Game Pass, but basically Android titles on a device as well, which we'll bring into this. So it's there's a market for it, because like Phil Spencer said too, we're talking about a 3 billion movie transitioning to a 4 billion person market when it comes to this gaming industry, essentially. At this point, people that are susceptible to gaming. And mind you, that number too, when you think about 3 billion, 4 billion, where are they getting that number? There's no way that there's that many people that are playing, you know what I mean? Video games or stuff. And that's where, like you said, it's mobile. It's not just about your Call of Duties and your Diablos and your World of Warcrafts. It is your mobile games. It is your Candy Crush. It is what's on your cell phone as well too. That's gaming. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry to break it to you.
When you see what the CMA is doing as far as how much further they want to go with it, they're not looking at what we as console gamers, as gamers for
PC gamers or whatever.
Oh my God, COD is going to be the only game. It's not about COD. It's about, remember, King Games is part of this purchase. King Games is mobile. They're trying to make it where they're trying to make sure that this mobile space is not being cornered by Microsoft. They're trying to make sure that the first-person shooter market is not cornered by Microsoft, because whether you hate it or not, COD is the most played first-person shooter game on console. It's the most active played, the biggest community out there, apart from VR, obviously. But when we talk about Fortnite, that kind of stuff,
when has a buyout or a merger not gone like this? Like, if it gets done by March, isn't
it always happens?
That's insane. Like, I mean, that's really good if it gets done by March.
That's what we're trying to say.
Like, look what happened with Sprint and T-Mobile. Like that, that almost got stopped. It took forever.
Yes.
Like, they're still ironing out the kinks
of it.
Like,
this is not a $2 deal. This is $69 billion. They got to look into.
Yeah.
And people just want to force it through, just to force through. It's because of it. No. This is what they do. CMA. This is what they do. They have to.
This is how it goes. This is this is how it goes. Standard procedure. And I don't think Xbox is worried about it at all.
No. They'll prepare for this.
No. they have
in fact,
they're
Phil
fine.
has statements.
Well,
Phil has statements for it.
And then that's a good transition because I do have here. I mean, listen, this was in the talk. We talked about this. This was literally this statement. I mean, there might have been like a couple of words that they actually changed. Maybe like depending on what that release was, but this was ready to go. So, like, I mean, almost immediately after that tweet went out, that thread went out. From them, we got this gaming for everyone, everywhere. Our view on the Activision Blizzard acquisition. And here you go. I mean, this is pretty dope. I mean, I'm already looking at this. I'm like, I've seen this. I mean, I saw this already. I feel like Microsoft didn't even make this. I felt like this was made by like a fan, and they just took it and said, "Hey, that looks great. Let's just use that." Because I feel like I've seen this so many times online, and like they've been like, like when you see like fan made posters or fan made trailers and stuff. I felt like this was a fan made trailer that Microsoft said, "Wait, what the fuck? We don't even have to do this. Like our fans are making this for us," and they just scooped that image and they just said, "Here you go." You know what I mean? But
that was my Twitter banner for like a month.
This is what I'm saying.
From somebody else.
This is what I'm saying. And then you have all the underneath here: Treyarch, Raven, High Moon, Beanox, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Demonware, Toys for Bob, Shanghai Studios. Or is it Solid State Studios, Digital Legends? Right. Let me borrow that. No, that's what I'm saying, dude. It literally feels that way. Yeah, it's like, yo, let me hold that down real quick. And listen, I don't know if we need to go word to word. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people here. I'm sure the people here in chat too probably read through this. I mean, there were definitely some points in here to highlight. No, I didn't take a highlighter and go through here, but Phil Spencer literally hits all the good points. And some things we actually got that basically they guaranteed that he specifically guaranteed, like Call of Duty being added to Game Pass when this deal goes through. I'm not saying
that part right there is what it's out of the whole article. What I think
that's what I mean. It's like that's all.
The part you look at.
He confirmed that it will become the moment this deal inked and dried is coming to Game Pass, no doubt about it.
Yeah. So right here, we're expanding choice in two ways. He says here, creation of Game Pass, which gives players a subscription option, and by bringing more games to mobile platforms, including through our cloud game streaming technology. Subscription services like Game Pass make gaming more affordable and help players from all over the world find the next favorite game. We're going to do some quick math in the chat real quick, okay? In the United States, Game Pass is $15 a month. You could buy it in 3-month increments, or you could use rewards and not have to fucking pay for it if you're people like Nick and Sensei, because you guys just it's perfectly fine. Microsoft Rewards free for everybody to do. That totals 100.
5 minutes a day.
Nick did it today. It's a beautiful thing. When was the last time you actually physically paid for Game Pass?
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. Getting my 100
Do you remember the last time you actually paid for Game Pass, Nick?
Oh, I paid. Well, see, what I did is I paid for it. I paid for it when it was like on Black Friday, so I'm good till March 2023, and I've been just saving up. I have like 157K reward points.
And reward points, yeah,
banked.
Ridiculous. So I say all that to say this $180 is basically Game Pass for a year. You buy 3 AAA titles, that's your Game Pass. How many games right now are offered on Game Pass? AAA alone, like Bethesda titles, games that are coming, potential games like this that are, I mean, even now, even if we're not even talking about potential, just right now as a whole on Game Pass, AAA titles that are on there that you can play right now, like that are valued at $60, that would still be sold at $60. Like if you are a gamer, like it takes 3 AAA games for you to basically say, okay, and then we could even count in the $30 games like we were just talking about in the catching up segment with you, Kills, when you were just playing. Remind me of the name. I'm sorry.
Tinykin.
Thank you, Tinykin. $30 game that you would have had to spend $30 for if you didn't have Game Pass. Yep. But you didn't, so that's $30. And
here's the thing: I would not even know this game existed if it wasn't for Game Pass.
And that's the other
way doing everything. It's like I wouldn't have Game Pass has value apart, like beyond the normal how much you pay for it and how many games you get in it. It has more value for me as far as discovery goes.
Right.
Discovering new stuff almost every day on that Game Pass is ridiculous. I'm now starting to use that feature, though. Like surprise me feature.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they need to bring that back. They took it out for some reason, but I guess they're going to bring it back. But you click the button, and it literally throws out a game at you and go, hey, play this. Like, oh, shit, okay, let's try that, you know?
Yeah, no, dude, it's insane. I mean, even like they had like the feature I think on the Xbox app on PC where say that you hit the button, it rolls it and be like, oh, I think you would play this game, or it does the same thing like Netflix or like anything else based on your playing experience. Here's another game that is similar to that and that we could recommend to you. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that all the way around. So
I
I mean,
got you, Timber. Timber said Game Pass helps that for one sub
yeah,
of $15, you can help feed 4 developers.
okay, well,
But I don't think they're hungry, Timber. I think they're eating just fine.
so I
Grum
mean,
says he could buy more McDonald's. That's perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, listen, like I said, if you guys want to read through what Phil said, it was really straightforward. It's cut and dry. It's right to the point. Literally, it's just like we want to bring more value to the gamers that basically, it's like same thing. We want to respect the people that are basically buying into our subscription. And how do we do that?
Yeah.
By keeping that library
We're
of
respecting
Game Pass.
the competition by keeping the games open
to
all platforms.
And
but also, we're building our library and our fan base, our ecosystem to be attractive. It's a balance that's it's not. It's a balance. You gotta please the people that are playing those titles on different consoles. So you keep it open at the same time. You got to please the ones that are in your ecosystem, exclusively own your ecosystem, going, yo, but what's up with us?
Yeah.
Okay, we got you. Game Pass. You don't have to spend another extra $60 for that game. It's going to be on Game Pass. So that's the balance there. But that's what I took out of this article here was pretty much, it was already done. This was written a while ago.
And
they probably proofread it one more time just to make sure. Change up some of the words, to make it more relevant. And then send it out, tweet it.
And I just want to touch on this last point too, and then I'm going to ask Nick, obviously, what he feels about this specifically and stuff like that, because I definitely want to get your input on it as well, Nick. But right here, the last thing that Phil said in here, we will continue to engage with regulators with the spirit of transparency and openness as they review this acquisition. We respect and welcome the hard questions that are being asked. The game industry today is robust and dynamic. Industry leaders that he specifically points out, including Tencent and Sony, continue to expand their deep and extensive libraries of games, as well as other entertainment brands and franchises, which are enjoyed by players everywhere. We believe that a thorough review will show that the combination of Microsoft and Activision Blizzard will benefit the industry and players. There it is. For all players and game developers out there, you remain at the center of everything we do. We will continue to listen to your feedback and do everything we can to nurture this industry we all love. There is it.
Mm-hmm.
And then just Nick, just overall, just obviously as the Xbox fan, as a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber as well too, just like your take on this overall, and even too, like I don't even know, like as far as like games that you play, like do you look at this even here, these games here that they highlight, you'd be like, damn, that would be like cool if I saw that on Game Pass one day?
Oh, most definitely. Like I think the more the merrier, and it's like I mean, how many people have you heard say that the Game Pass has changed their outlook on gaming completely? Like I've heard it so many times, and this is just going to make it better. So I mean, speaking from a self-centered point of view, I want this now, but like I understand it takes a long time. Like I want Candy Crush to add achievements. I'm like,
hell yeah,
do that, please? And so I can link to my account
and co-op.
So I could and co-op and so I could link to my account and just all the achievements unlock, because I've fucking put like probably $7,000 into Candy Crush
a little bit in our lifetime.
No,
yeah, dude, I mean, there's nothing bad about this. Like, there's nothing bad. Like Game Pass is a huge win for whoever I know that experienced it. And I mean, shit. I mean, I'm playing shit that's like I never would have tried, but because it's on Game Pass, it completely like. I remember when I was like back in the day, I'd buy maybe 3 or 4 games a year that like I really wanted, like I had to have, and $60 each, and that was it. And like maybe a couple here and there in between, but nothing crazy. But this has opened my mind to buying more games, and look at all the devs that are like just like having extra McDonald's because of this. It's like it's insane. It's just an insane thing. I love it, man. And yeah, so speaking from my own self-centeredness, like I want this now, and I can't wait for it. It's just like
my Game Pass, and I want it now.
It's mine. Yeah. And I'm not gonna like. I don't feel bad for Sony. I don't feel bad for I mean, this is how business goes. Isn't that the whole fucking point?
That's
Like,
that whole sentiment. It's like
isn't that the point?
Yeah, it's crying over spilled milk. It's like it doesn't make you anti-competitive because you want to try to secure more titles specifically for yourself. Because also too,
Exactly.
big business or even like the grand scale of it, even outside of like me. I mean, because me and Kills have touched on this a lot. Outside of the gaming element, like Microsoft wants to be able to go to their stockholders, the people that buy their stock, and say like, oh, here's this revenue stream that we were just able to require that's basically, for lack of a better way, just guaranteed fucking money every single quarter. It just this company here prints money for us. Period. Like outside, like just like period. Like mobile game wise, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, because in itself, in a subscription-based model like Game Pass, in that, like, we don't even think about like World of Warcraft and their subscribers and how much money people are paying just to play World of Warcraft. Like, this has so much more implications outside of just like what we are seeing here, ground level, like, I could get my games on my console exclusivity and stuff. And like Kills, I think, alluded to as well too. They're gonna, and here I think he just said there was a Verge article, which I could definitely try to look up as well.
I was gonna mention that, where it's like it's Phil Xbox and company has doubled and tripled down on this deal, so much so that he even wrote a letter. What's his name again? The guy from Sony, the head.
Well, there's Jim Ryan, but then
Jim Ryan. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, he wrote a letter to Jim. Personally, wrote a letter to Jim Ryan. It's in the Verge article. He personally wrote a letter to Jim Ryan explaining to him that even after the deal is over, that they have already in place before these acquisitions going down, that he will extend this for several more years. How long is several more years? We don't know. However, the fact that he wrote a letter to this guy and said, "Hey, don't worry about it, Jim Ryan. We after the deal's over, you're still gonna have Call of Duty for several more years. Like, we're not going. Like, this is how dedicated they are to having this deal go through.
Yeah.
They understand competition. They don't want to alienate a fan base. They've been saying from day one, when everybody plays, we all win. They mean that, inclusive. Why would they now go, fuck it, we're gonna keep all this to ourselves? No, and it wouldn't even be a good model for subscription base anyway to say it's all gonna be us only. Like, no, anybody can subscribe to this shit and play it on any device. Like that's what we want, because their vision is a billion players playing games. They want that vision.
If you hear a lot of people like, oh, Sony's scared or whatever. If they're scared, they've been scared since like Phil and Satya Nadella said we're all in on gaming. That would be the scary like sentence from Microsoft. Like that. It's not nothing new for them, and I don't think they're scared. They're just, it's like any other bit. Like this is
no,
what
they're not scared.
They
do diligence.
I have that skull shaver. Badass, by the way.
Oh, do you? Mine's coming in the mail. I just ordered mine off of Amazon.
That's kumbaya moment, guys. It's a kumbaya moment.
Not sponsored, by the way, too. But yeah, I just ordered the Palm, actually. So hopefully it'll be here. It's that same day. So I'm assuming it's in a warehouse like in Milford, because like I'm like a town over. So I'm hoping.
It's legit.
I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, nobody's scared about this deal. It's all about due diligence. Sony needs to do their due diligence. They want to make sure everything's fair, just like Microsoft would do the same. It was either way. Like, it's all business at the end of the day.
Yeah,
we are consumers, we're gamers, and we should think according to that point of view. Like, this whole thing about, oh, Sony's scared, or Microsoft is not doing it right, or Microsoft may get it away from them. They may take it away, may be denied. At the end of the day, even if it gets denied, which I'm not saying it is, I'm still buying my goddamn Call of Duty. I'm still gonna get it because I love my Call of Duty.
I told you, my dad, because of how big Call of Duty fans me, that this is Call of Duty is the game that me and my dad literally like connect on. Like, we're literally like do Call of Duties except for Vanguard, because we both collectively said fuck that shit. Like, literally, or he just said fuck that shit. But the second this one, because he played 2019 like religiously, and obviously Cold War. So the second this one got announced, I sent him the video. I opened up my Blizzard app, and then it was like, you have a gift from DG Vet. And I said, the fuck? And that, like, he didn't even tell me. It was just like Modern Warfare 2 Vault Edition. And I was like, oh. My dad was like, oh, did you get that? I was like, yeah, thanks. And he was like, no problem. It's because he's like, he already knows what time it is. Like, we're we're ready to rock and roll. Like, we're fucking ready to rock and,
Mine's already paid for too. bought and paid for Vault Edition.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I'll be honest. If it did go through, I'm gonna get a damn refund on that shit and buy something else and play it on Game Pass for sure. Like, why wouldn't I?
This is it gives you the luxury and the freedom to be like, well, I don't have to spend the $60 there. I could move that money elsewhere. Or if you like the game,
$100,
I could go buy skins. I could go buy, and that's another thing too. People don't realize is if more people don't have to worry about spending $60 on a fucking title or $70 or $80, and they could go in and be like and buy their COD points and COD skins and any other fucking thing that they want to put out, Snoop Dogg voice lines and everything else that they fucking add in that video game.
Remember that shit?
Point, okay, every time, because it was they just added Snoop Dogg voice lines again in the fucking World War II video game this year in Vanguard. Snoop Dogg somehow had voice lines in Vanguard. And words like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not pissed about
that's probably audio files they've had like in the cut for a while
that he just recorded. And they just said, fuck it, we're just going to use it. And that's what I mean. It's like, it's opening up them, you know, to be able to monetize microtransactions more. So they're like, yeah, no, we're, you know, and remember, if it's all in-house, it's big business shit. They're not thinking about it. It's like, and I don't want to be like offensive when I say like small brain, like that's I think some people are just closed-minded and they're not really seeing the bigger picture, and it's okay because it's not for them to necessarily see the big picture. It's not our job and our responsibility to have to see the big picture at the end of the day. It's only the people that are actually basically worried about how their fucking bottom line is to see that big picture. But if you just take a step back and you look at it, there's a bigger game happening right now. And just people just aren't comprehending it. And like I said, they literally have to basically have the world, or basically the capitalistic world, all come together and say, yeah, you guys could do this for $70 billion. It's okay. Like, and that doesn't, and like you guys said, that does not happen overnight. So but Microsoft is ready for this, and that's why you don't hear them talking about buying Sega and buying Warner Brothers and buying EA and buying every other fucking studio that wants to be bought at this point right now, because they are all on the fucking block. Literally, they're all on the block. They all want to be purchased, and Microsoft has one of the most biggest budgets to do it. But there's one goal in the mind right now at Xbox and Microsoft, and it's to secure this fucking deal. Everything else after that is gravy.
You think everything after that, though, they'd probably have to wait on that too, because I mean, if they're getting scrutinized for this deal, and then they decide like right after this is done, all right, EA is next, or whatever the hell they decide to purchase, you know, that's got to be a pain in the ass too for them. You would think, I don't think anything would happen right away.
Right, and you would think, but EA is not a $69 billion game, you know, sticker price. It doesn't have the same sticker shock value. You know, like when you look at like something initially and it's got like a really high, like, you know, price tag on it, and then you're like, you look at the number, you like completely fucking ignore like everything else about it. You just like,
but whatever the sticker price was before this Activision deal, it's going to be more than that now.
That's true too. Yeah,
because of it.
Yeah. Well, as long as they keep their shit together, and we'll see, because, you know, a couple other things coming out, you know, showcases and stuff.
I think anything if they do end up purchasing, and Satya already said as much, they're not finished purchasing, but I think if they purchase anything after this, it won't, because it's not a big mega publishing company that can be purchasing it. It shouldn't get scrutinized as bad as this has. So them going after like maybe they say like a Ubisoft or EA or something like that, I don't think they'll be screwed. I think it'll close a lot faster if anything.
Yeah.
I want them to buy Devolver.
Think about Bungie. Bungie got closed out. Devolver, really?
Fuck it.
That's it. Just buy that shit. It's tiny. That's small. Do it.
Yeah.
And
they put out a lot of good games.
They do.
I mean, everything they
titles,
everything they put out's awesome.
Listen, nobody batted Nick. Nobody batted a fucking eye when Sony bought Bungie. Okay, for $3.4 billion.
That's what I'm saying. That if they was to go and get like EA or Ubisoft, it'll be the same thing. It'll boom.
People don't know. Destiny's live service aspect business is only growing since they, you know, kind of went free to play a little bit with like Bungie with Destiny New Light. But they grew 5 million players over the last year. At a 5 million player jump. Like, that's not a small number. So, you know what I mean? Like, and that was business. Like, what was Sony really buying them for? What was that? You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's more, especially the deal that we also found out that they got, that Bungie ended up getting, like, oh, wait, we get to keep Destiny IP, and we get to still self-publish and shit like that, and we're technically only really just getting money from you guys, and you guys probably just want, like, help as to, like, how to make, like, other live service titles be successful, kind of like what we did, basically. Like, you guys just want to know, like, how what the fucking ingredients were that went into this soup, basically. And we couldn't tell you that. You know?
Yeah, but they're sitting there. You know that there's board meetings. There's freaking they have like these things. They all know what's going on, like before any of us do. That
Absolutely.
it like you know that even before Activision sat down with Xbox, that Sony knew that, like, okay, they're probably the best chance to get them. You know, they knew this, and they knew what they had to do in order to, like. I mean, it's all. I mean, we all, like, or not we, but people on Twitter mainly, they act like they know what's going on, and
Of course.
that they're like some, like,
Oh, you don't know
authority in
look,
this
a
subject.
TV pop. Look, a TV pop. Woo! You don't know that there's Twitter financial accounts on Twitter. They went to school and they know deals. They know
Yeah, no,
they know what CMA is.
Oh,
and all that
Jesus
stuff.
Christ!
they got their Series 7. Like they're well aware of everything
Yeah,
that's going on. It's
yeah.
but that's also too because of just how news and information works. It's like you watch one clip from CNBC or fucking MSNBC.
I'm an expert.
Yeah, you see fucking what's his face from what is it, Mad Dog or whatever the fuck,
Mad Dog?
or
Yeah.
just like you see one video from him like, oh, the scrutiny and about Activision, everybody, and then everybody thinks they fucking know what's going on. It's like it's
Yeah.
fine.
It's an echo chamber, man. It's an echo chamber. People see what they want to like. People see it, bro. It's reactionary. We spoke about this.
Yeah.
People see what they want to what talks to them, and they go on Twitter and repeat the same information that they already heard on TV, and they all of a sudden are professionals about it. Then they get pushback from somebody, and you don't know what you're talking about because I watch Mad Dog and he the man, and now I'm telling you that he told me to tell you this. Like it's one of those things. Like whatever, man. At the end of the day, we're gamers.
Yeah.
Nick said it right in the beginning of the podcast when we introduced ourselves. It's luckily enough we had games to play, and that's what I'm here for. At the end of the day, I'm here to play games because whether this deal goes through or not, I'm still gonna be playing video games. It doesn't hurt me in any way. What's in any shape
that's what
where
I'm
I
saying.
want
It's
it?
like,
Fuck yeah, I want that shit on Game Pass. But I'm still gonna be playing games at the end of the day. So
that's what I'm saying. None of these, like, I mean, none of these things bother me. None of these, like, delays that are happening or like whatever.
None of it,
because I have so much to play. Like I have shit to play that I should have played 10 years ago. Like I just started BioShock Remastered. I just started it for the first time. And I'm like, I'm loving it. And it's just I bought it like forever ago and I never played it. And
see, this is what I'm saying. Between you and Logic playing GTA 5,
that's what I was just about to say that.
And Nick is playing fucking BioShock, another goddamn classic. Like there's games to be played out there that way, like that to be so concerned about something that's out of your hands. It's a business. You don't know about stock. You don't know about board meetings. You don't know about how that goes. You don't know what's behind the scenes. To be a fly in the wall, be great. But exactly, scroll away. Because at the end of the day, it's just you yelling into a Twitter void. That's all. Like, who cares?
Yeah. I have as like I guess like a segue. This wasn't. I mean, it's all a part of the conversation because I'm just going to add it in. And
you know my story. I got a story for this.
But the first one, Xbox Game Pass, friends and family plan confirmed. Initial pricing details revealed. I mean, we obviously we talked about this a couple of pods ago because we heard that it was being tested in Ireland, Colombia, €21.99. I think for us
everywhere but my house.
Right, $21.99 per month. Basically, I think they confirmed it too, and I don't know if it necessarily says it here, in here as well too, but it's basically 5 members. Right? Did I remember that?
I thought it was 4. If it's 5, that's fucking amazing.
I mean, they literally did. So I don't want to speak out of turn.
I think I heard 5 too.
I think it's 5.
Oh damn! If it's 5, I mean, yes. Okay, I thought it was 4. I don't know why I thought it was 4.
So I mean, this is actually the official like website here, like where they did it here. So Game Pass, friends and family. Why don't they? Oh yeah, 1 membership, 5 individuals. I mean, like. So this is officially from Xbox.com, like right now. Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's literally 5 friends, $5 a month. 5 friends, $5 a month.
So
insane.
So you guys know this guy. I spoke to both of you guys about this, but this week, my daughter decides to say, I want to play games. I want to play video games. Puppy. And I'm like, all right, what do you think? PlayStation, Xbox? She goes, no, I think I want the Xbox. I'm like, well, why not a PlayStation? Something different in the house. Me and your brother already have the Xbox, so that we can have something else to play. PlayStation. She goes, I ain't trying to get all that. I just want an Xbox. I'm like, all right. So, what are you thinking about? She wanted initially the X, and I'm like, go for the S because we don't really need another X in the house, that kind of stuff. And she goes, "Does this?" And then she asks a bunch of questions. Does it play this? Does it play that? I'm like, yeah, it does this, and that. I gave her the pros and cons. And she goes, "You know what? I want the S then." So I looked up. This is where my logic, my retail hat came out, right?
Yep.
The sub person, right?
Yep.
So she goes, "Can you help me with that?" I'm like, "Absolutely, sweetie, I'll help you with that." So I went to Walmart.com. They had it in stock. I went to Microsoft.com. They had it in stock. Microsoft because Nick actually was the one that was like, "Hey man, you should do it through Microsoft." I'll tell you why in a minute. And I searched both. It was full price with tax on the Walmart website. It was like $300 and I think $37, something like that, with tax and everything. And it was available for pickup right then and there. Like if she bought it, she would have picked it up, she would have had it. Then I went to Microsoft.com. Now, obviously, that's a ship. You have to wait for it to be shipped. But in Microsoft.com, they had $10 off the price, so it was $289. And then they included a 4 or 3 month subscription to GPU. So the whole total with tax and everything with those two things was like $357 or something, like $20 more, but you're getting more value. So I explained this to my daughter, like the value and what you're getting out of it. And once friends and family happens, we probably can convert that into a friends and family plan. And she goes, "Friends and family, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, they're coming up with that thing." She goes, "Oh, I was so concerned about that. I didn't know how that was going to work because you and brother already have Game Pass and share it. So how would I be able to play?" Not so for now, just get that and have your own Game Pass. But
yeah,
in a couple of months or so, they should introduce the friends and family plan, and then whatever months we all have left, it's probably going to be some ad or whatever there where
and I want to tally onto that. It automatically does that, and it basically says subscribers who change their current plan will have time remaining converted according to the following formula. They already have the formula set. 30 days of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is 18 days of Game Pass Friends and Family. 30 days of Game Pass, just Xbox Game Pass Console. 12 days of Game Pass Friends and Family. 30 days of PC Game Pass is 12 days of Game Pass Friends and Family. 30 days of Xbox Live Gold is 12 days of Game Pass Friends and Family, and 30 days of EA Play is 6 days of Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family.
So, without further ado, I want to mention this house is a house of Xbox, and now I have my daughter, me and my son are going to have Xbox. Friends and family going to be part of this house. So we're getting ready for that.
Yeah.
Getting ready for this plan right here. So we're excited about it. We just need 2 more. I guess now that it's 5, 2 people can still join us. That's pretty cool. On that friends and family. So
yeah.
Dude, this is gonna be one. And I was talking to Grum was texting me, and he was telling me how there might be some changes coming soon. Like we speculating, we're talking back and forth how there may be some changes coming soon because right now we have Gold, Game Pass Ultimate, and then you're gonna have when it comes out the friends and family. There's a lot of different SKUs.
Yeah,
that can confuse the normal, the normal gamer, not me or you and Nick and everybody else who knows what's to know.
The actual casual,
the casual,
or the parent, or the parent that's going in and that's
or
buying
the parent or the
grandparent, the Xbox and or the service for the son or whatever. Yeah, daughter.
So
son,
we're going back. We were talking on text, and he was saying like if they change it, they might do it where Gold goes away. It'll just be one Game Pass. They'll take a regular game. It'll just be Game Pass Ultimate. That's it. Won't be nothing else but that, and then friends and family, which will make sense. Clean it up a little bit. You're gonna have to. And they've been doing that anyways because with the UI, they've been doing that as well. They have categories for your Gold, for your Game Pass games, for the games you own. So they're starting to do that now. They're starting to clean up the app a little bit.
Yeah,
I see that they could do that with Game Pass as well because there's a lot right now to offer: Gold, Game Pass Ultimate. Damn, that's a lot.
Nick, is this gonna help you out, brother? How's this?
No, it's not.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Like I love it. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I think the only benefit that I would benefit from is so my son games on a Series S.
Yeah.
And I have I'm on my X. He, of course goes on his own account it's set up under my name, the Xbox.
Right.
And the only thing that he can download anything off of Xbox, anything.
Yep.
I mean off of Game Pass, but he can't use cloud gaming.
Okay.
Only so that would be the only benefit, which I'm willing to deal with.
Because this will open that up. This will open the cloud gaming up for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, then everyone, but I only have 2 people in the house gaming right now. So
makes sense, yeah.
So I for me I think it's an amazing offer, and they needed to do this for sure. And maybe in the future, like when the baby gets a little bit older or whatever, or my daughter decides maybe she wants to get into it, then it would be something useful. Sure. But as of now, that would be the only benefit for me, you know. So I don't think I'll be getting it, but I love knowing that it's there, you know, and it's something for the future.
It's a choice. It'll be a choice. Yeah.
And as it stands right now, so they got a full FAQ page for this. Like they're ready to go.
They're ready to press that button. Like,
how does billing work for Game Pass friends and family? Billing is directed to and managed by the primary account holder and occurs monthly, usually on the original purchase date. Only one payment method can be associated per subscription. Billing cannot be directed to group members. So this is just ballparking. You know, it's me. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, it's me, it's my brother, and it's 3 of our friends or whatever like that, right? If my brother ends up being the primary host of it, and it's his, technically, it's like he's the main account, right? And then you got the 4 accounts underneath it. He's technically responsible for making that, what we essentially over here in the States at least think it's going to be $25 a month, $24.99, $25 a month payment. So basically, as long as the 4 of us make sure we get our $5 up over to him every month, we're good to go. That's the only thing where you got to just make sure the people, and remember, if you're the holder, you just have to make sure that, you know, and people do this now. People do this now with Apple subscriptions, with Netflix. like Netflix right now, even though Netflix doesn't like it, and that's the thing. Xbox is encouraging this. They're like, we don't care where the fuck you are. It's like, you're in the same household, great. You're not in the same household, great.
Yeah.
As long as you're in the same
country, yeah.
I think as long as you're in the same country, that's it. That's like pretty much the only requirement, essentially.
Yeah,
and they actually say it here. And and then you basically still have your own account. The only thing that it's tied to, though, is that you're just underneath that one whole family plan. So that's the only thing. It's kind of like if, you know, the person who's your account holder doesn't pay, like there's something wrong with the billing and it doesn't pay through, you might get kicked off. Like, but I also don't think they kick you off right away too. Like, if the payment doesn't go through, I think they give you some grace period as well. I'm pretty sure Microsoft does, at least. Like, I don't think they just...
I've gotten into the gray area before where it's like 1 or 2 days later I paid and I still had it.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll message me through my email saying, "Hey,
your payment didn't go through. Can you try again?"
Right.
Yeah, that happened. I think when like one of my credit cards, like the expiration date changed or something on it. I still had it for a couple of days, but they notified me.
Yeah,
and here's the other thing that they actually addressed this here too, because I think, Kills, we were talking about this. If you share accounts, like I think you and your son share accounts, correct?
Yes, we do.
Like libraries, right? So is that considered home console sharing, or something different?
Are you talking about the regular library, not the Game Pass?
No,
regular library.
Is that do they call it home?
I have it set as home. Yeah, home console sharing. Yeah.
So they address it here, and I just wanted, because I think this is really good to mention. Xbox Home Console is an existing feature that allows you to share games and content with other people who sign into your home console with their profile. However, it's limited to that device, so friends and family must sign into the console you identify as your home Xbox to access those benefits. While home Xbox console applies to only one console, the one you choose to be your home console, this plan allows you to share your membership across multiple devices, and it's not limited to just one console. When you share with friends and family, your primary account holder and up to 4 additional members each get their own unique access to all Xbox Game Pass Ultimate games, content, benefits, regardless of what device they play on. All the people you invite can play at the same time, even the same game. The people you invite can play games on any supported device they sign into, and their individual play history attached to their gamer tags carries across all supported devices. And then they say here underneath, can friends and family benefits be shared through home console sharing? Yes, but this is limited to primary account holders sharing access to Game Pass games catalog on their home console. For more information, go and then how home Xbox.
I don't think that's not talking about the actual game library. That's talking about, because the way me and my son share Game Pass at this current time right now is through home console sharing.
Right. No, but they address it.
So I think what they're saying is, on top of the friends and family.
Yes.
The question I think is, can you still do the home sharing?
Which you can. Yes. And the answer to
that's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
That's not gonna screw anything up with
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Will you be able to share with your daughter too when she?
Yes. On the friends and family.
Well, because you're only gonna have one. No. I'm talking about games bought and paid for. Will she be able to share? It's only 2 consoles, right?
She can tap into my console and get the games off my console. I can't tap into her because I'm already sharing it with my son. You get what I'm saying? Like, me and my son are sharing with each other. me and him can't tap into somebody. Like me and him can't tap into somebody else. Somebody can tap into us.
I think if she, I might be wrong, but if she puts your account
console as her home,
as the main account, you don't have to worry about the home. But if she puts your account as the main account on her Xbox, and puts her own, but makes her own account, and just,
that's how
she doesn't have to make it as home.
No,
but
she
doesn't have to make it
and she could tap into my library without affecting me and my son.
Yes.
I just can't tap into hers.
Yeah. Well,
because it'll mess up me and him. Yeah.
Then that's a benefit for you, because in any game she buys, she could just buy for you,
and
then she can play it too.
And I just want to address what Grum just said here. So he goes, what if you have a 5-person family and those 5 family members put home elsewhere, or put home elsewhere? Does it mean $25 for 10 people? No. So essentially, it's Microsoft account restricted, essentially. So like your actual Microsoft login, your email address that you use specifically for your login, that's all going to be under one, what essentially would be one like main account holder. So you're going to have in the theory, in the examples we've been talking about, you're going to have one account holder, essentially. That's going to be the primary. That's going to control whether you get to be on that account or not. He or she is the top person that basically gets to invite the people that are going to join. He or she can invite up to 4 people.
The admin, yeah.
And they're basically the admin of the family and friends, Game Pass. And they get to basically decide who's in it, who's not, and it's their responsibility to pay that $25. But if somebody else underneath that account does a family and friends thing, they would basically start their own. They would become their own admin, and they would get to invite their own 5. So it's still, regardless, it's still 5 people, $25, and one account.
I want to point this out, guys. I said this, I think, last week or the week before we spoke about this. We spoke about this already, and this is just now verifying that the price is there and everything's there, but. If you are looking to be the main account holder doing this, and you're going to invite 4 other people to be a total of 5 on a plan, make sure, I don't care if it's your friend or family, make sure these people are like the responsible people that are willing to pay for it. And on top of that, above all that, I'm going to say this. I don't care if they're your cousin, your aunt, your grandmother, your best friend, somebody who shared blood with you, somebody who gave you blood before you died or you didn't die. Like somebody that helped you not die, right? I don't care.
That's kind of deep.
It's very deep. Like at the moment they can't pay that month, kick them the fuck off.
I mean, or
I don't get. It's business at the end of the day. This is not blood and family and best friend. Bro, if they're not paying for their end of the deal, kick them. I understand you're gonna be paying their part. I get that, but it's better than paying their part and they still freeloading off of you. Kick them the fuck off.
Or if you're in a giving mood, or if you're in a giving mood and you want to help somebody out, that you want to let them experience Game Pass, you can have them underneath your plan and just, you go, because listen, at the end of the day, I mean,
that's logic. That's logic.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day,
ain't nobody getting free editing from me.
You were paying $15. It's not about free.
Hold
on. Well, I'm gonna say the rest of this, because there is another side of the coin. Let's say there is another side of this coin, because realistically, like, what if you have kids? You're not gonna expect your kids to pay. Like if it's friends and family, and so in Nick's situation, is Nick knocking on his son's door asking him for $5 a month?
I'll let Nick answer that.
But
hell yes, I am.
How old's your son?
Yeah.
Hold on. How old's your son, Nick?
He can figure that shit out.
How old's
he's 7. He can figure it
7. out. So basically, you're just gonna be taking back the money that you give to him, more or less, as like an allowance.
Dishes or something.
Pretty much,
Wash some dishes.
But I'm just saying, though, there are scenarios that I could easily come up with where maybe 3 of the 5 contribute, or 4 of the 5 contribute.
Well, that's when I pull out. That's when I pull out kids that young to play video games. They're not gonna get out. Like if they're that. No, listen. At the end of the day,
are we memeing about it, or are we being serious about it? Because I think that's a whole different.
I mean.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like, because that's 2 separate conversations. I mean, we can meme about it all we want. I'm just.
saying. I'm talking about like outside, like your cousins, outside your household, people who don't live with you.
If you give your HBO Max password to them, don't fucking let them on your Xbox account. Yes,
right,
absolutely. If they're not gonna help you, that's what I mean. Like if you're already in a situation like that where you're giving them every other
motherfucker, this ain't no basketball. Robbins. I don't share my shit.
I'm just
it's
saying.
You read right now that it only comes out of the account holders. Like that's one payment.
Right, whoever holds it.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're doing it, you're paying $25
a month.
You're paying $25 a month.
You got to rely on like what's that shit, Vimo or Venmo.
No,
well, look, listen. At the end of the day,
Zelle,
at the end of the day, Xbox
Zelle,
doesn't give a shit about the $5 you put on. They give a shit about you, the one that's paying.
And the
25. They don't care who's missing $5 here. Nope. Who's got the 25?
Nope.
That's you.
You got to get Zelle $5 from four other people.
Oh, listen, I've done this before. Get a prepaid fucking debit card, some bullshit debit card. I've done this before, and that's gonna be the communal debit card for everybody. And that's where everybody's gonna Venmo or Cash App or whatever the fuck they want to do to that card, or get a Cash App account. And everybody Cash Apps their $5
and then they
to that
just
shit
use
or
the
whatever.
Cash App card and link
That's
the Cash
gonna
App.
be boom.
Use the Cash App debit card and link it to the account. I'm telling you,
correct.
We're solving. Yeah, we're solving problems.
I don't want to make 4 phone calls a month where I'm like, hey, where's my fucking $5?
And trust me, I wouldn't be making those phone calls. The moment I don't see that money,
I would
cut
too.
off. Cut off. When you log on to Xbox and find out why can't I play my game, that's when you're gonna call me and you're gonna be like, yo, what happened? Oh, what happened? No. You didn't pay.
Stewie and Brian from Family Guy. So you got my money?
Yeah.
So where's my money? Where's my money?
Where's my money?
Where's my money?
Funny that you're calling me. Where the fuck's my money?
Yeah, so like I mean I think that's fucking awesome. I think it's great that they kind of already have it flushed out. I can't wait for it to come over here because that's gonna be pretty dope. Because I'm already talking to my brother about it, being like, yo, like listen.
Shit, you said now that I know it's 5. I was struggling with just who the hell. I gotta have one more person, but now it's like 2 more people.
I'm just saying 2 people. If it's just me and my brother, yo, that's $12.50 a pop. We're already saving.
It's still cheap. It's
$12.50 a pop. Like we're saving already. It's like
they're already saving what $2.50 on that, like or whatever it is. Yeah, they're already saving money by doing it that way.
That's cheap already. Add a third person. We break it up 3 ways. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Listen, this is when I'm gonna get those phone calls from relatives I haven't seen or heard of. Hey man, that Game Pass, I heard you got that? You got that family plan, yo? What's up? Hook it up.
No, and then you just have to, and then you have to clip the last 20 minutes. Just clip the last 20 minutes of this fucking pod right here and just play it for them. And be like, here's my take on Xbox, on Game Pass Friends and Family right here. Please listen to this.
Where's my money?
Are you subbed up on my channel? By the way, check out this last 20 minutes right here.
Fuck, man. Unreal. So yeah, that's all I had with that. And then I guess even to tie it into, like, I guess back to that original conversation, I had briefly mentioned it, but I had the article up here as well. Logitech's cloud gaming handheld leaks with Android apps and Switch-like UI.
Yes, sir.
So I will be showing that in a second.
Everybody's getting into that. What do you call that? Mobile space, man. That's it.
The cloud, the mobile.
The cloud.
It's cloud.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. I do a bad impersonation.
The cloud. It's in the air.
It's all about the cloud.
It's everywhere. It's all about it. Uh-oh.
You win, we win. It happened again.
It happened again. All right, we lost.
I gotta drag him. Stop pressing buttons, Nick.
Actually, I literally for this time being right now, I made him a mod, so he should have been able to join back in.
Nick, you here?
I don't know.
I dragged him back in. I don't know.
Well, his might not be ready yet. He might have to like reopen his phone or something like that.
He just texted me, drag me back in.
No, you're dragged. You're here. All right, well, we figure that out there. So yeah, man. So Logitech's cloud gaming, and this was the partnership that I think we talked about because this leaked, and then they basically confirmed the leak by sending out DMCA. They were sending out.
Yeah, right.
Logitech was just like, yo, just striking everything. Like, yo, you basically hit the nail on the nose. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking stop. Like, stop what you're reporting, please. We're not ready to show this.
There's no other way to confirm this but to strike them. Like, oh shit, this is real. It has to be real.
Logitech G. Yeah, Logitech G Tenzin Games confirms their plan for a dedicated handheld. Earlier this month, Evan Blass had tweeted pictures of the handheld, which reveal access to Google Play Store, alongside support for Xbox Cloud Gaming, xCloud, as Xbox would like you to refer to it as, and NVIDIA's GeForce Now service, and probably a bunch of other shit too that they're gonna let you do on there. But yeah, man, this is looking very. I think I told this before when we looked at the article. Is looking very Switch-ish, kind of. Besides, like the offset analog sticks, which is very Xbox friendly.
I mean, I like the white, but it's not so I think I told you this. I like the white. It's just not ideal for hands because it's gonna
Right.
get dirty.
I'm back.
Also the screen.
Welcome back, Nick.
Hey, welcome back. And also the screen. I really wish people would stop doing these screens with the black borders and just edge to edge the shit. I hate when they do
Isn't
black
that what the
borders.
OLED, the Switch OLED? If anybody could speak to that, if anybody in chat has a Switch OLED or, isn't that what the Switch OLED does? Where it's like kind of seamless or border, or does
I
it
think
still have borders?
it's kind of seamless, At least it has like minimal borders. But this right here, this is like half an inch borders. Like, what is that?
Yeah, I know.
What
Because
doing
it ends
there?
up being, because the specs, it ends up being a 6.65 inch screen, which, I mean, I think we're parsing and where it's like 7 inch, because I think the Switch is like a 7 inch screen or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you're.
What's the operating system?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Say that
What's
again.
the operating system?
So
What's the operating system?
So it looks like it's gonna be running from. I mean, just what they. If it's gonna be able to run Google Play Store, it's a forked version of Android. So it's essentially it's a forked Android store essentially.
But
or
you can
Android
do
OS.
You can do Game Pass.
Yes, you can.
Right?
It looks like
it's
you
gonna
can,
have it's gonna have support for
Ooh.
what they refer to as Xbox Cloud Gaming, xCloud, and NVIDIA's GeForce Now services. So, it's basically just like if you're a cloud gamer, this is they're gonna market this as a device to use. But also people now too, like if you have a cell phone that you don't mind gaming on, because people do this now. Get an Xbone, get one of those Razer you can do this now. People do this now. And they literally go out there. I mean, if there's a need, I'm sure there's a market somewhere, right, for this, but but price wise, and I think this is what me and you talked about, Kills. Right? Yeah, absolutely. But price wise, this would mean like Steam Deck is a fucking thing. Like, you know what I mean? Yep. So it's like, and no, Steam Deck can't play Google Play Store games. You know what I mean? Like, but. To a certain, it's like, and here too, they even show here in the picture the little Steam symbol, which probably makes me believe that you're gonna have like remote play through Steam, which would be cool. Like, because you could sync this to like your Steam account on your PC essentially, and be able to like play your Steam games through like big picture mode or something like that, like, or just remote play, which would be pretty awesome too.
Price?
There's no reported price yet. God only knows when they were gonna, because it leaked. They just have certain specs on it, which is basically running a new Qualcomm G3X platform chip, Adreno GPU, which is basically in like most of your high-end cell phones now anyway. That run games. I mean, it's pretty decent stuff. OLED display that could operate at 120 hertz. So curious to see what battery life would be on this. But even so, more so, what's the price? Because if they're pricing this fucking thing at like 500, it's like, just go get a Steam Deck. Like, legit.
Yeah.
Like,
Steam
just
Deck. Yeah.
go. I'm sorry. Just, I don't want to shit on, like, just go buy a Steam Deck at that point, because you're going to get way more value out of a Steam Deck with internal storage and probably more operability out of a device like that than something like this that's almost going to be strictly designed to play, unless they're going to come out and be like, oh, there's an SD card slot and you could save it. Because from the looks of it, this just looks like, no, it's a device that's
I don't
capable.
even think I don't even think it's going to have that. It just looks like it's going to be closed. Like, it's not.
It says here, according to the Verge report, it's not immediately clear if the leak images how big the display on the Logitech G gaming handheld is. One image reveals there's a potential mute switch and a micro SD card expansion slot. So, right, that's what so there's, I guess this is like a wait and see kind of thing, for sure.
Yeah.
But still.
Did I read that it says that it's 120 hertz?
100,
120.
Well, so basically the comparison was, so I'll just read this because I want to read it in context. Logitech's gaming handheld could be one of the first to use Qualcomm's new G3X platform announced last year. G3X chip is designed for a Steam Deck-like or Switch-like handhelds. Adreno GPU capable of running the latest mobile games. We've only seen the Razer Developer Kit device so far running the G3X, complete with 6.65-inch OLED display and run 120 hertz. So they're just saying, like, but the potential of what more than likely is going to be inside of this kit, this is what, like, a dev kit from Razer is like, similar spec-wise. It'll be somewhere along that, as far as, like, size and operating capacity and stuff. So we'll see what happens,
Yeah, Joshua. What's up, Joshua? He's saying is that if this can support 5G, and I can slide a tablet plan in this B *****, right? I'm pretty much sold.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying though, exactly. So like, that's the niche part, because it's like, well, what if I don't want to use my fucking cell phone and burn half my battery if I just want to play like 2 hours of gaming?
That's the big head thinking. That's big head thinking right there. Because I was already going that route, and I'm gonna stop myself and say, wait.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm thinking I could use my phone, slap on sticks to this stuff, but then I really quickly was like, whoa.
It's
So I
still
really
my
want to
phone.
burn my battery out.
I don't want to be
and
without
kill
my
my
phone
phone.
if I
Right.
need it. Like,
I still need my phone. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's almost I think of it this way: the dual monitor that I got set up. Like one is one is dedicated for my gaming, while the other one's on YouTube, listening to music or watching a movie or show. Same thing. I want my phone to be like, I still need my phone to be free. If it's playing video games, I can't do nothing on my phone but play video games.
Nick, would something like this interest you?
Yeah, I'm in the market right now for something portable, and I'm like really looking into it. I'm thinking about a gaming laptop is what I want to get, really.
Gotcha.
But this does look pretty awesome. See, but I want to be able to download stuff. Like I want to be able to download stuff off of like Windows 10 stuff. So I don't think this will be. But see, that's why I'm like, and I've seen this. I think it's ROC. It's like a gaming laptop.
Okay.
Oh, ROG. That's what Republic.
ROG. Yeah, ROG. Yeah.
Asus ROG.
Oh,
that's what I.
Yeah, Asus.
That's my PC. My desktop PC build is like an ROG setup essentially. I have ROG graphics card, ROG motherboard. Yeah.
It's like $1,700, but it's.
I mean,
it's
spec
like
wise,
legit.
it probably has like 144 hertz refresh rate panel. It's either 1920 by 1080 or a 2K. It's probably got like a 12th gen Intel processor or AMD because they run both now. It's probably
this shit I'm out.
It's probably got like 512 gigs of M.2 memory or a 1 terabit, possibly.
And it's a tablet. So.
Oh, so it has a touchscreen as well,
It's a freaking tablet. Yeah, it has touchscreen.
I think we looked at the same thing that was being showed off where you could take the keyboard
off. Are you talking about the
full?
Yeah, you can take the keyboard off of it.
Yeah.
Yep. You can even get like a.
Oh, that's the Zen. There's Zen something or the other. Yeah, it's foldable board. Didn't I send you that?
I think
you can even buy
fold.
You can even buy like an extra.
It folds pretty
nice.
Zen
like extra stuff.
The Zen
book.
Man, this is it right here. This is it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, 1 second.
It's pretty dope. I saw it this week. I'm like, yo, that is dope.
Yeah,
you
Evo.
can fold it. Keyboard comes attached. Yeah.
I even followed him. I followed him on Twitter because I just love looking at. Oh yeah.
I got to see the specs on this thing, but because I did look at it. 12.5.
No, that's not even it. That's not even it.
This is the one that I saw. Asus ZenBook Fold OLED. Did you see this? This is crazy. This is literally like a.
That's what you showed me the other day. That's what Kill showed.
Yeah, that's what I sent you the other day. Yeah,
it's got Harman Kardon speakers in it, which that's actually pretty dope. Like that Dolby Atmos quad speaker with smart amplifier technology.
2 times on the bolts.
It's using Intel Iris Xe, which is their new. Intel's trying to make like a break, like starting to get like nerdy and stuff. But outside of Nvidia and AMD, which are like basically your discrete GPU people, Intel now is starting to like get into the graphics field. So instead of having to like go through, keep shit in house and basically try to make their own money. You know what I mean? Instead of having to pay. Nvidia, whatever.
Is this full on gaming? Like this is a gaming? Or is it not a gaming?
It probably could be because from the specs alone, it actually looks pretty decent. But this is probably more like workflow.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, the one that I was
get away with playing games on it, but it's built for workflow.
Yeah.
Nah, but the one that I was looking at, it's a literal tablet. It's like it's
probably this one. It's this guy right here then, because there's a few of them. Zephyrus. Oh, the Flow. It's this guy right here. It's all right, guys. We do this live, baby.
Yeah, the rise of games. Yeah, ROG, Republic of Gamers.
Oh, dude, right there. That's
Flow?
it.
Yep, the Flow. We'll just do 2022 model X16. Let's see which one's got.
They could have came up with a better name. The Flow sounds too.
Oh yeah, but you see, so.
Zen like, well, then again, that's what they're going for.
3070 Ti. That's better than the graphics card I got at my PC. I'm not, I'm just saying that's kind of fucking crazy. I could only imagine. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying spec wise, this guy right here is probably going to be. I'm just saying like. Just from the different specs here, Windows 11 Pro, Ryzen 9, 6900. That's literally this. Yeah, this guy looks badass right here. I can only imagine.
Other Zig, what you know about the Harman Kardon, huh? The Harman Kardon.
I'm thinking about going into a little bit of debt for that thing.
Asus website unfortunately is not working properly. Look.
You didn't pay your half of Game Pass. They kicked you right the fuck off.
No, it's all this. It's all this talk about it's all this talk about fucking Xbox, and they're just like, oh, now it's like you, the PC gamer, now wants to talk about PC shit. This is what happens. Fuck off. Anyways, that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty cool though. I could, like I said, like this is like you said, 1,700. You found one for?
I think that's what on the actual website. That's what it was. Like,
yeah.
Do me a favor, Nick. Before you pull the trigger on any of this shit, get with Logic, like so you can look at some. Of this shit.
I planned on that. I plan on like shooting him some. I almost got an out of box one the other day at Best Buy, but I didn't pull the trigger. It was an MSI. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
but I don't. You know what I want it for, so I could probably.
You wanted the double stack fucking achievements. I know. I got you.
That's it.
Imagine buying a laptop for $2,000 just so you can get more fucking achievements.
Don't imagine. Yes. That's what he wants to fucking do.
That's what I want. No imagining.
Insane. It's insane. I'm sorry. I mean, I'd get so much. I mean, it's not insane because live your life. Obviously, I love that for you. But yeah, no, that's wild.
Yeah, but we'll Game Pass PC too, because like Game Pass PC has games that I would like to play that are not on.
App.
Damn right.
So
yeah. Damn right.
What a doodle app. Jesus Christ.
What's that? What are we talking about?
Game Pass PC.
Oh, okay. You're memeing again. I'm sorry. you're memeing. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's like it's a pendulum swinging with you right now. Like I'm trying to fucking gauge it at this point. And I'm like,
I could play everything but the one game I want to play to finish it up, and it just pisses me off, and it just doesn't want to fucking launch at all.
Yeah, but Death Stranding's fucking working now, right? So
that is, yeah. No, I'm talking about the other.
Yes.
I forgot that.
Yeah, that other game that gave you
words, whatever. Yeah, it's like, man, I want to finish this. It's about to leave Game Pass. Literally. Game Pass in 2 weeks.
You guys want to get into the last topic of the evening?
Let's finish it off with this.
Sir.
All right.
So big chunky chunk.
So I guess it wouldn't be an STP podcast if we didn't talk about Halo.
Halo.
I guess I could just like run this in the background and show some other shit. I mean, it's here, hold on. Okay, here it is. It's
Halo. Zinc, I wanted to ask you, man, who's the other Zinc? Because is there another Zinc? I only know you as a Zinc, so I don't know who the other Zinc is.
That's funny.
The world wants to know. Oh, actually, I want to fuck the world. I want to know this. Who is the other Zinc?
That's funny, actually.
Yeah.
All right, hold on, guys, because we're doing it live. So I'm just playing in this background while we actually talk. Like, all right, so yeah, Devblog, because I'm trying to pull up Twitter too. They basically start talking about a whole bunch of shit, talking about the future of Halo Infinite as it stands. More delaying of content and kind of like more of, I guess, the same for, I don't know, it's weird. Listen, I've been actively also playing Halo 2. I was actually playing doubles this past 2 weeks with Turpin, and like kind of enjoying I was enjoying myself. I wasn't enjoying the fact that out of the 5 maps I was only getting placed in fucking 2 of them.
I was in Discord when that was happening. Yeah, you guys kept playing the same map over and over again. I think when games do that, like, you got other maps. Rotate me, damn it.
Yeah, just, please. So it's please. You got 3 other fucking maps, and by the way,
I mean, you only got a total of 5. Like,
in this game mode, just fucking rotate me, dude. Yeah. And no, they didn't want to. So that kind of ended that game night. And I'll just or game time with Turpin. And I'll put this over here now, too, and this will show. And this is like the TLDR, basically. So November 8th to March 7th, Halo Infinite Winter Update. They're not launching a new season. At the end of this season that we're currently in right now, Lone Wolves season, we're technically getting a break in seasons. We're going to get another battle pass. It's going to be a 30-tier battle pass, but it's going to be rotate me. What's that?
Yeah.
I don't get it. What did I say? Did I say something?
No, when I said rotate me, he said, "Hey, yo."
Oh, wow. Okay, wow.
My son, everybody, but
yeah, fucking Zoomer. Anyways, all right. So that's some Zoomer shit. That's fine. But hey, pause. Yeah. But pause though. Seriously, pause it. So yeah, so we're not pause. Absolutely. So we're not getting another season. We're basically just getting a 30-tier battle pass. We are getting the Forge beta. We are getting Campaign Network co-op and a mission replay as well too. We are getting 2 new maps, Detachment and Argyle. And also with that is coming new game mode.
Wait, there's no season. Wait, what?
Yes.
I missed this.
No, okay, right. So technically from November 8th to March 7th it's not like a real season. It's just the winter update, and there's gonna be like those free events that they do throughout like the different like
Oh, you told me about this. Okay,
yeah. But there's no like
30
actual.
day whatever.
Season 3 is delayed until March 7th. Season 3 got delayed.
Wait, the one that was supposed to be like in November, December?
Is the one that's now going to be in March to June.
It delayed a whole season?
Yes, but
oh,
Lord. but this is okay. No, we're gonna get this is the conversation. I'm so glad you decided to join us today on the podcast, Kills. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here,
I will be the outside looking at it on this, and I'll give you that perspective.
Right. Well, from from optics standpoint, because optics and yes, we're getting Forge beta. So here's some of the downsides to this. Even though they officially said that they were supporting couch co-op, they've now decided, because of just the undertaking of what would go on with having the resources they'd have to basically commit to make couch co-op a thing, they wouldn't be able to do it. So we're getting campaign network co-op, and we're not getting couch co-op. It's officially just shit canned, just gone. So this might be. I'm not too keen on the other Halos with split screen co-op, but it's been a while since I've actually done split screen co-op, literally like 2004 when I was doing Halo 2 fucking LAN parties. Like, I'm not
Sweating
bullshitting.
sofa co-op.
I'm not bullshitting.
Like shit.
Possibly during Halo 3 in Turpin's basement, literally, like where his gaming setup was. It was me, Turpin, his brother, and just fucking playing like H3 and stuff on like those old school CRT.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't played the last Halo I played couch co-op. Was it 2 or 3?
This is what I'm saying. Because
ever since
Xbox Live and people just having their own like devices and stuff like that, it's like, oh yeah, you want to come over and play Halo, or hey, do you want to get online and join my party chat and let's go play Halo? Like that's 2022. That's the world we live in. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to be like, oh my god, I can't believe they promised us something and didn't deliver. Yes, it's fucked up. No, I'm not trying to make excuses for them. But out of all the things that I want them to do, couch co-op might be at like the bottom of the fucking list.
I mean, and I'll say from this perspective. I don't know where that came from.
No, you're good.
There's still people that do play couch co-op. 100%. Unfortunately, though, it's the minority now of the community, not the majority.
Sure.
So it's one of those things where they for the better of the game, for the advancement of whatever they're trying to do, or for whatever they're trying to execute.
The reason that they
needed to exit, they obviously trying to execute something that actually gets played more. It sucks that Bonnie Ross was the one that came out and said, "Hey, it's gonna happen. It's happening. It's gonna have split co-op or couch co-op," and then she had a whole other team go out there and say it for her. I think that kind of sat wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That she sent other people out there to say what she said months ago that it was going to happen is not happening. But at the end of the day, couch co-op doesn't really, and I'm only speaking from the sense of I don't play that mode. I know, I'm well aware there's people that play that mode, but unfortunately, you're part of the minority that they had to cut it out. It's like it doesn't if it's
gone.
Process, well, no, it's not permanently gone. It's just gone it's not gone now. Like the way they were saying it, it's not like it's completely gone. They could always bring it back in the future, but for now, it's not going to be there at all. And for whatever they're trying to execute, it was the best call they could have done. I'm not making excuses for them, like you said, Logic. But at the same time, I'm sitting here going, it doesn't affect me. It really doesn't. So I can't really
see. For me, it's something that my son, my 7-year-old, and I have gone through.
So crazy.
Have gone through Halo. Couch co-op. It's like something we've experienced together. So Absolutely. It's like it is important to me. But I'm also not gonna get all bent out of shape about it. I mean, it's totally like when if ever it does get released, then of course my son and I will sit on the couch and play.
Yeah.
Couch. Go through the whole game. I'll go through it again with him. And he's already gone through it too. So.
I mean, I know you and I are excited for the online co-op portion.
Oh hell yeah!
Logic just
more Achievos, by the way.
Achievos will be added to the co-op portion of it.
Yeah, they confirmed that in that video they're adding Achievos. So like that's really cool, which I'm assuming is going to have something to do with hopefully the fact that it is co-op and stuff and not just like fetch quest stuff or whatever.
I hope it doesn't lock other. I hope it doesn't mean that like the other achievements will not be obtainable through co-op. co-op.
No,
you know
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
so
Like
because every
like the
person.
lasso run and.
No,
No, that'll be achievable, attainable.
Yeah.
It's just that
But
they're
will
adding
it be
new ones for
achievable
co-op.
through? Yeah, but will it be achievable through co-op? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it
can we
should.
get that, or do we
You
have to
still play
play
the
that
same
on our own?
campaign. Oh yeah, you still play
Yeah.
the same campaign. It doesn't change.
I don't even think, dude, that shit's so fucking hard on you.
So, and Missing makes a good point in the chat, and this is the thing: like a studio with the backing of Microsoft can't get stuff done. I mean, this is where, like, listen, I was in a space. Okay, all right. Well, here's how this story is gonna go, real quick. I was in a space. I was in a space.
He was in a Spaces.
I was in a Spaces, and some people were in there. Specifically, I joined the Spaces. It was J Rock. It was a few people. I mean, Bushido was in there. There was Doctor was. There was so many fucking people
Unless
in it.
it's Umbra, I'm not joining that shit.
Umbra wasn't. Umbra wasn't in that one. I kind of wish he
Unless
was.
he's the one hosting this shit, I ain't touching those.
Immortal was in it. Immortal was in it. It
turns
was
into
literally that day.
a grown adult fight like it was high school. You said the wrong thing about my favorite plastic.
I got out of it. Listen, I got out of it before it got to that. Okay, I got out of it.
Good man.
I did, but I was in there, and I was just, because it was a really good educational conversation about what the fuck is going on at 343, and it did, and the conversation, to kind of, give a quick little summary, kind of just boiled down to the whole. Us as consumers don't know what developers go through when it comes to making games. That if consumers actually realize what developers go through to make said
that's
games,
what I'm saying.
You wouldn't bitch as much, which I get that.
That's what I'm saying.
But the perception that you have, you kills me and even Nick. Like, I'm not talking about it from a developer standpoint. I am a consumer, and yeah, you know what? Whatever. I do sound whiny and bullshit, but you know what? I've been a fan of this. This game has been purchased for me when I didn't have the ability to purchase this game as a kid because I wasn't working. Now, as an adult, I've been able to purchase this game. I've been with fucking Halo since Halo 1. All right? I only want the best for this game. I only wanted the best for this game, and unfortunately, after announcing that this game was live service and that they had all this content coming and all that, unfortunately, they have not been able to meet the mark that they themselves set for this fucking game. That's
the judgment. That's where my judgment comes from. My judgment comes from the promises they've said. They stated live in public. They stated promises that they've been breaking over and over. That's where I come from. Now, I know you've mentioned, we're talking from a consumer's point of view, but I've mentioned this before in the pod, it's well documented. I know, at least I used to know the work of dev when I worked for EA a while ago.
As a tester,
so,
you were a tester.
As a tester,
yeah.
So I know the difficulties to code something, and then it's just because one little string of code broke, the whole entire menu stopped working, and then they fixed that little string that was broken, and now the menu works. But guess what? Multiplayer, you can't connect to it. Like there's little intricacies to shit like that in developing, but that's not what I'm critiquing. What I'm critiquing is that they came out and said, "Hey, we promise, we got this. This is happening." And as a Halo fan, you as a Halo fan, and many of us that are Halo fans that play Halo that's in this chat as well, we gave them the pass. Go ahead and do your thing. Do your thing. Go work on that. Do your thing. A Halo show came out. We all praised it, and everything. Boom, 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 boom. But then now we're getting this little thing here. The roadmap was delayed, by the way. That was delayed, and then it came out, and this is what we got. This is what this little roadmap here was.
The roadmap was delayed to tell us that more shit got delayed.
Never heard of a roadmap getting delayed, but that got delayed. And then split co-op, which was promised to us by Bonnie. It's another broken promise. It's not the fact that we don't know how it's being developed. I get that, but we're not speaking on that. We're speaking on the consumer part, where it's like you're promising way too much and you're breaking way too many more.
You're under-delivering. Unfortunately,
you're under-delivering
outside of how the game plays, we like the way the game plays. Like I said, for me personally, this game plays like my old school, like Halo 2, Halo 3. Like, I love the way this game, I love the feeling of this game. I love, like, when the game's working, when the servers are working, when there's no hiccup, this game feels fucking amazing. A lot of these maps are actually pretty cool, but all you had to fucking do was just, and I know it's not the easiest thing to say, and I know they already said, listen, Joseph already came out and said, like, we're working on getting some classic Halo maps into here. That would shut me the fuck up at this point. Like, literally just throw custom maps from your previous Halos into this game, and I will shut the fuck up. You heard it here. I will just shut the fuck up.
And I want to address Other Zing's comment. He said, bottom line, 343 Industries offers more than any developer on the market. 343 Industries is a league of their own. I would argue that because we get games like Call of Duty that come out every single year that offers so much more. And I get it. I get that Halo is a different beast. I get that Halo is on a different engine even this time around. I get all that. But I'm not arguing what they can offer. In fact, you're saying that no developer offers more. I would argue that they're not offering more. They're offering less. We're not getting much.
And Zinc, and I don't want to compare it to other games. I'm not talking. I don't.
We're talking about Halo itself. Halo compared to Halo in the past.
Yeah, Halo compared to Halo. Halo compared to
bare
Halo.
Bones. It's a bare bones Halo.
Yeah,
Missing said Fortnite.
It's a bare bones Halo. I'm not even trying to argue the fact that it's a whole different game that we compete. No. Let's talk about Halo.
Yeah, but
Halo MCC is getting more support every single week, every single month than this game is.
Yeah, respectfully, it's literally right. Respectfully, MCC is still having content put out for it, and it's still rocking and rolling. More people are trying to go to MCC simply because of that.
Halo Infinite doesn't have co-op campaign either. It doesn't.
No.
Technically,
at all.
Technically, no.
Technically, it doesn't have it at all. They're having a difficulty putting it out.
Not until November 8th.
Not until November 8th. On a beta scale, I think, or I don't know if it's going to be that.
And
way,
I think back to Missing's
original
point.
I think Forge is. I'll go for it.
No,
I think Forge is going to be a game changer though, because
yes,
have you seen some of the shit? I don't know how these people are getting this shit. I don't know how these people are getting this shit, or who these people are that are posting like Forge builds on on Twitter.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, dude, these things look like some of these maps look amazing.
Absolutely.
Like I saw one that was I saw a Doom map. Like some guy did a whole Doom. Gee, I was like, I will play that shit.
That's definitely going to be the
game
changer.
I will jump back in. And I mean, I don't have a lot of. I have like 5 days in Halo Infinite. Like I have maybe 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
Time wise into it, and it's still downloaded. I've never deleted it. I'm like ready for something new. And when this comes out, like, and that's fine. November 8th, I'll wait. Whatever. I got a bunch of other games to play. So.
Correct. Yeah. And this is why it doesn't.
I mean,
It doesn't like I'm not at all focusing like the rest of the community is, where it's like you say something about Halo and it's like either you're gonna get attacked for having an opinion about it, or you're gonna get supported for having an opinion on it.
But I could also see where there's people like like Logic's like into the whole competitive scene of Halo, and I can see they like this is a game that when you're into that competitive scene, you play the shit out of it. Like you play the shit, and when you want to play more of it, but they're not giving you more of it, I can see where the anger and resentment can come from, because they're not giving you what they said they're going to give you. But for like somebody like me or you, Kills, even like where we're not, we can casually play this game, and we want that. We want the features that they said that they're going to give us. We want those.
Yeah.
And when they do happen, though, it's cool. I have tons of shit to play right now. Tons. I bought so many games.
No, I know you're attacking.
I've never even played them.
Yeah. No, listen, and that's what I mean. Like, I just want it to like Umbra. I saw Umbra posted.
I want it to be Halo, for God's sake.
Umbra posted today the same people that we've been, because I think we all see the same shit at this point on our Twitters, on our feeds. It's just what it is. We're all like, you know what I mean. We
all have the same mutuals, same people.
I saw Umbra respond to somebody, the guy that keeps posting all that Forge content and stuff, and they were posting maps. They posted an H3 map where I'm pretty sure it's Lockout. I'm pretty sure they just are not. It's not. No, not Lockout. It was. I can't think of the fucking name right now. But it's basically a bare bones version that they have working in Forge of one of the H3 maps, and it looks so much. And then you hear them talking because they're playing multiplayer basically in it. It fucking looks. It looks like it's so much fun. Even bare bones, like nothing. Like there was textures, there was shit. It wasn't finished. It looked like polygons. Like it looked like you were playing. Like if you were a kid and you were playing with shapes, and you were trying to put shapes inside of like the triangle goes where the triangle shape is. Like that's what it fucking looked like.
Because Halo fans are in it for the experience that they get out of playing Halo. The shaders and the textures and that shit comes after.
That's extra. That's bonus. That's bonus.
That's bonus. Give us a game that's fun to play. Maps. So much maps that we rotate them out and just be like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. like the stuff that we've been seeing for Forge that people's been getting their hands on, the leak stuff. I think you told me this, Logic. That's I think Staten
in this video
that stuff
here,
ain't even being saved.
Right here, I'm literally, I mean, I should probably unmute the video and like literally say, because literally it was this part right here where they're having the conversation because they started talking about Forge. He acknowledged, he was like, listen, like the people that are working on Forge right now who've gotten it early and who are like testing it, messing with it, they can't even save the fucking builds. They're building them, they're fucking around with them.
I got a little sad because there was some stuff out there that I want to play that if it's not being saved, they got to do. Hopefully, do it again. But it's like, oh, I'm sad because I want to play the Stranger Things theme, like they had a Stranger Things map on it, which
the map that looked like the Resident Evil 2 with the cages. They made streets with like cars that were on fire and stuff like that. Like just like giving me just the creative shit that the community will, because a lot of the times in the past, and listen, and yes, we could go back to previous titles.
I love a Halo, baby.
Forge didn't launch with it, that whole conversation. Like once they got Forge in there, though, it did so much for the game because the community said, just leave us to our own devices. They, like with Halo 5 when Forge launched, it's like they still were able to every couple of months launch. They had a plan. They still launched maps and stuff like that. But when you give Forge to the community, if Forge basically just lets the community just, I don't want to sound weird, but play with themselves. They get to go off and fuck off and play with themselves.
Hey,
and they don't gotta be worried about shit. It's like we could just make our own. Oh, you don't have this map in the game yet? Sure, no problem. I'll just fucking make it. I can't go race around in Warthogs and do like a rally race. Don't worry about it. I'll just make it. Like I'll do it my fucking self. I'll do it myself, and I'll have fun doing it, and I'll share. And then even breaking down to what I was just showing before, the other screen with the roadmap. Like, listen, there are things, and I don't want to keep shitting and harping on things, but right now, when we try to do game nights, J-Rock, us, when we do game nights, we can't even do simple shit like finding like game modes on just to search for game modes in the hopper, like to save. Like people, like when somebody creates a custom game mode, just the simplicity of having a custom game mode saved and have it in there. It's like I'm over here like watching people's YouTube videos because the difficulty of just trying to search feature something that worked in almost every other previous Halo that happened in, from Halo 3 on, that they had this feature. It doesn't work now, and we're almost a year into the release of this title. And the fact that they said it coming, they couldn't, as far as what they confirmed it, March 7th in Season 3, they're going to fix that. So being able to search for custom games from the community, it should work properly. Here's hoping. Because even that in itself would go a long way to like basically making the community happy, and just it's quality of life shit at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So
I agree.
Do you think that when Forge, even the beta releases, like people kind of calm down about other things, other features, or
as long as
there's going to be more complaining?
As long as it's not this like busted mess, like it is beta, so that's just take it for what you will at that point. But I feel like as long as you're able to, like, as long as people could go in, have Forge save their builds, and have people come in and like actually play the maps or play the discoveries that they could do it.
It's 2022. It don't matter how perfect game comes out or how bad it comes out. It doesn't matter what. You're always gonna get that person that's gonna find something and they pick it. It's always gonna be that. You can't avoid that anymore. In this day and age, you cannot avoid that. Like literally, people argue with you. Like I said this last week, people argue with you. If I was to go from Orlando to Kissimmee and say the Kissimmee air is better, and then somebody from Orlando go, oh, so the Orlando air is no good for you no more? That's where we at in 2022. People argue the little nuances like that. It's crazy. But at the end of the day, maps come out, this game will be okay. The moment maps start coming out and more maps, this game will be perfectly fine. I just wish we could fast forward to that moment where we forget about these conversations and go, damn, did we really hate on Halo like that?
Yeah.
Look how beautiful it is. Look how great it is. That's what I want to get.
And it's public, too. We're not taking down, and listen, that's another thing, too. Like, it's full transparency. I said that in the beginning, even with our takes as well, too. You could go back. The takes have been consistent throughout, even as far as public, like listen, like you could go back to this is episode 61. There's 60 other fucking episodes. Not every episode I talked about Halo or we talked about Halo, but you'll see Nick in the fucking chats talking about it. Like the message has been consistent all the way through. It's not like all of a sudden we have something up our ass and we're all like pissed off. It's like
flap flip.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's been a consistent message, and I just want it to just be better. And yes, I will wait and guess what? And with the beauty of Game Pass, I'm gonna fucking chill because whatever.
I think it's safe to say, Logic, that our message has been consistent, and it's been from the side of we're passionate Halo fans,
right?
And we just want that product to be as awesome as possible. Like that's just all it is.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with hating on it, and we want it to fail like some people want it to fail.
Absolutely not.
No. On the contrary, we want this shit to succeed. We want it to be its best version of Halo. Like that's it. Bar none, we want it to be its best. But I do believe they need to like stop promising so many broken promises, so many underwhelming, messages being delivered. It's like, oh, we promised you this, but we know this, and it's not coming out. Like that's got to stop. Like just work on a damn game and give us what you want to give us. That's it.
Has anyone said anything about the BR mode lately?
What's that, man?
I don't think they're going to get that far yet.
This is one of those conversations where it's like they have so much on their plate. Like, I mean, I went season 4, 5, 6.
I haven't heard anything about it. Is what I'm saying. Like people were talking about it, and now they're just so upset about other shit that it's not even saying
because
anymore.
That's the thing. Like you hear people like Dr. Disrespect or Nick Merckx come out and they'll be like, "Listen, Halo fucked up when they didn't launch the game with the BR," and that's their thing. But me, as the old school Halo player, No, me personally, I just want 4v4 Halo with battle rifles. That's what I want. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Put a battle rifle in my hand, 4v4, and give me really good maps.
Well, it's like me. I want co-op campaign online. That's what I give a fuck about. I want that. Yeah.
Everybody has this niche thing. I just want good 4v4. Like in my mind, realistically, right now, I should be in a party with me, Turpin, his brother, and a 4. And fucking just playing ranked Halo and sweating. Yep. I want to do that. And right now I just don't feel the drive to do that because of something like Missing said, not having a veto system in the game. At something that they did before, like I don't care if it alienates other maps. Fuck that. It's like there's sometimes your AI or your system, the way your system is set up, you don't know how to get people off the same fucking map playing back to back. Imagine playing 2 different game modes or even 3 of the same game modes on the same map back to back to back. It happens. You can literally load up to live fire three times, 3 separate games, and have the same fucking game mode because for whatever reason it just doesn't rotate the games that much like that. And I don't know if it's just not enough maps in the game, not enough modes in the game, and I guess it'll come in time. And then that's just the thing. We just have to wait, I guess. I suppose we just wait.
Denver, you're confusing me. I don't know what you're saying there. So that's why I like the podcast, because you guys are like that Xbox guy that will freak out about the Halo issues and start insulting everyone in hell.
I don't know.
I hope you're not comparing me to that Xbox guy that I don't really care too much for, that all of you guys follow on Twitter and praise him to the best of the world and shit.
Oh, I don't know. There's somebody like that. I'm not sure. I don't.
Oh, bro, it's just yeah.
I just want to.
I mean, we pretend on the Xbox side that we don't have our toxics, but we do. Yeah. We do. And this community praises them a lot, and they love hearing their opinions. And I'm good.
Okay, Nick, you were gonna say something.
I just want to take this opportunity to thank Logic for publicly for basically asking the whole team to just stay back and hide while he demolished the whole entire team.
Oh, that one night.
Yeah. I just wanted to publicly. Yeah. He's basically like, guys, you will not be having fun tonight. I am going to kill the shit out of all these people. You guys can all fuck off and hide, and like just don't. No. And I like poke my head out. He's like, "Oh, Nick, get back, please." So we don't want you getting killed.
I did have that moment because I think it was me, you, Kills, and I want to say
it was your brother.
It was my brother.
Yeah.
We were playing SWAT. We were playing tactical, right, with BRs, and we were playing on the fucking map with the launch. I think it was right with the rocket.
Yeah.
And for that map, listen, I'm still waiting to find the game mode where I like to fucking play that map. It might be capture the flag, and that's about it. But because I just, I maybe snipers too. Snipers, I don't mind the map. But yes, I did have a moment where I basically just said, everybody just fucking don't move. Just hide. Literally just hide.
Don't move.
Yeah.
And go hide. And all 3 of us were like in on some step.
The confidence was
in the cut. We were like
amazing.
in the step in the cut. Like, I always saw the kill feed logic.
Yep.
And he was like, what was he saying, Nick? He was saying, he was like, one to cut, got him. One of the L, got him.
I was calling. Yeah, I was hitting call outs on the map. Yeah,
I could. He was calling him out to himself.
And meanwhile, me, Draven, and Nick were in the hiding corner, going, "So guys, what are you up to this week? What are we playing?" Another one. All right, cool, Logic. Do your thing. So what are we doing here? And then we won. Oh, well, he won.
Yeah, well, he won.
Yeah. We just happened to be in the game.
Well, I did a pretty good job of hiding.
Yeah.
I was I was,
listen,
no, we did a great job at hiding. We did a great job at hiding.
We ended up winning the game. I mean, we were down like almost by 10 kills, and then literally when I was just like, all right, we can't like die here, and like everybody hide, and then literally,
you're being humble. You're being humble. There was like 12 kills.
Yeah,
you're being
exactly.
humble.
I mean,
it was like we're down 12
listen,
kills.
I have the clip, so I guess I'm gonna have to find the clip and then just I'll make sure that it's
find it. It was a hero moment, bro. Like the song came over our headphone, and the hero baby, all that came out. It was like holy shit.
Yeah.
And then you came at us with like smoke coming from the background and shit. And like the mariachi band was behind you, like dun, 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 dun. It's like, yo, I was like, yo, this guy's a hero, bro. This guy's a true American hero. Yeah.
They're like, hey, wait a second.
Yeah, I was like, hey,
I was killing that guy over and over again. Where is he?
Yeah,
every time I look for him, I get hit.
All right, hold on. Question: considering Umbra, considering the reception to the news, do you guys think Phil Spencer needs to make a statement on Halo and speak to them making corrections going forward? Once again, I'm gonna go back to, and I hate to just tie everything into fucking Activision Blizzard. I think Microsoft's main concern right now is getting the deal secured with Activision Blizzard. Like, I mean, would I like for Phil to possibly address like the concerns over at 343? Yeah, probably. But I feel like at this point too, it's like there's no way seeing the outcry of people online that they don't know what the fuck is going on. It's really like it's just there's no way. And I understand, like, you could think like, okay, fine, they know what's going on, but yet we don't really see them interact changing. I don't necessarily mean that means like heads should roll, and like I said, I don't like talk about like, but something with the management, and I've seen it discussed on other people. I saw it with you guys, Xbox Infinite, with you, Umber, and stuff like I mean, yeah, no, legitimately, like, let's not blame the developers. Let's blame the people that are like writing the ship. I think bringing on Joseph Staten was a great thing. I think it's going to take a while for him to really sink his teeth in. He might need to be like the Luke Smith of 343 at one point or another, just basically just take over the whole fucking thing. And I hope they eventually like give him that, because he probably deserves it, since at this point, I really like my faith. It's like when we read a dollar bill and it's on the back of it, in God we trust. Yeah, in Joseph Staten we trust. I just don't know how long it's going to take for his realizations and his ideas and things like that to actually come to fruition.
It's almost starting to feel like his vision, like he yanked a lot of the stuff they were already working on, especially with that one interview he had a couple of weeks ago where he mentioned they were trying to make it into a Far Cry Halo. It's like, it almost seems like when he came in, he was like, bro, this is gone, this is gone, this is gone, fuck this is gone. You didn't pay your Game Pass this month, you're gone. Like, shit like that was happening when he came in. And I think this is what we see. Like, unfortunately, we are feeling the pain of this. Like, we're going through that motion right now with his vision being, redirected with his vision and everything. That's what's happening.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that we have to wait longer.
Exactly.
But that's the game plan going forward. Do I blame management? I'm just saying, he definitely blames management. I mean, if you heard me 10, 15 minutes ago, yeah, of course I blame management, because it just seems that there was no guidance there, no guidance whatsoever. It was like we have here's that word again, an ambitious title we're working on, but the vision was never executed.
Yeah,
and that's always a problem. You can have big dreams, you can have big goals, you can have everything saying this is going to be like this, like this, like that. But if your execution fails, all that goes to shit. And that's where I think the execution was not there. And as far as management goes, I think they need to shuffle. I honestly think they need to shuffle in management, or at least stop stopgap the hiring of temp workers. So many temp workers, because in the industry there's always going to be temp workers. You guys don't know the industry,
and that's a whole other conversation to be had.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. In the industry, there in any development fucking studio, there's going to be temp workers everywhere you go. That's how it just rolls. It's for certain reasons they do that. We're not going to get into that conversation. That's a whole different thing. But I think that's one of the things. One of the things they can hit on and smooth over. There's a lot of temp workers that were there that was working on major stuff for the game that left once the contract was up. They didn't get fired or got let go. It just contract was up. They left, and then they have this rule in place where the contract workers can only work 6 months, and then they have to be out of Microsoft, out of work from Microsoft for a certain amount of X amount of months,
right,
before they can come back.
Yeah, because what happens is it's like a continuation of employment, and Microsoft would have to provide them with certain benefits like medical and things like that.
Medical and unemployment, all that shit. Yeah.
And that's all part. So yeah, it's a crazy business, the video game industry, and that's why it's like, do I really get pissed off when people are talking about unionizing? No, Okay, we're not gonna get all crazy about that, but listen, like I'm sorry, I worked in unions before. I mean, yeah, you pay dues, they take money out of your check, but you know what? They're there for you for most of it and stuff. It's say what you want. It's like
they're better than HR. I'll tell you that much.
I'm telling you, you hear about the industry and you hear about these crazy stories and stuff like that. It's like, listen, well, if unions were around, I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of that shit would have been nipped in the fucking butt. And yeah, you might not have heard about the situations and they might not have gone public, but because heads would have rolled internally, people would have got paid, people would have got fired, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things would just be different if the industry as a whole, the gaming industry as a whole, was unionized. I just will say that. So.
Agreed.
But you never. So we'll see what happens. I mean, listen, they already said things like, I think Microsoft came out and said like, yeah, no, if we scoop up Activision, we're not going to go and try to union block them. Now they said that, and that sounds great. I don't know if that's true, but you know what? I hope that we could definitely I hope developers could feel safe at their job and feel like they want to work at their job and not have to worry about scrutiny outside of sexual harassment or pressures or crunch or anything else, because we understand or I guess we don't understand, but we see what goes into making games like this, and sometimes it's crazy and it's grueling,
Yeah,
So.
I mean, it's your best work is not done under being tired and being stressed out and being overworked. Your best work comes from refreshing yourself and getting the right sleep and enjoying your life and having fun with what you're doing. At the end of the day, it's an art. It's a virtual art that they put on for us, and we enjoy it, we don't enjoy it, but like I think my final message here, because we're going to wrap up.
Yeah.
My final message here is enjoy what you play. And spend less time on what you don't. Period. That's just it. Enjoy what you play and less time on what you don't. Why dedicate and spend your time on stuff that is going to make you angry and mad and change and alter your mood when you can be playing the games you already own, that backlog we keep talking about, or the new games coming out, or let's talk about what's coming out. I mean, October's right around the corner. We're about to get Gotham Knights, goddammit. We're about to get COD. We're about to get, like, so many games are coming out. We're about to get Plague's Tale. Like, we're getting all these games coming out. Let's talk about that. Alter that mood and think for the better always. Halo will be just fine. And 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, these conversations will be forgotten or even laughed at when we mention, remember when we said this about Halo? Look where they're at now. It'll be that moment. Trust. That's where they're going with that. Yeah. I trust this team. They're not shit. They're not garbage. I trust this team. They know what they're doing, and it's unfortunate that it has to play out on social media for all of us to critique it. It's unfortunate. We live in that world now. But like I said, you need to learn how to filter the people who give a shit about this product, this IP succeeding, and those who don't want to see it succeed.
Yeah.
There's too many of that going on. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of actors in this community. Please, please, please do not spend time on these guys and flesh them the fuck out. All they care about is drama. Just want to attach themselves to drama. So that's my final word on today's pod, episode 61. You guys, what you got?
I'm gonna close it real quick with just some tidying it up that we didn't really get to mention. OBS, where are you? Right here. Things to look forward to. Disney and Marvel Games show September 9th, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Ubisoft Forward, where they already officially confirmed, due to a leak. Thank you very much, leaker. Assassin's Creed Mirage, okay, set in Baghdad. God only knows when. I guess we'll find out on September 10th. Ubisoft Forward. COD Modern Warfare 2, September 15th. Okay, Call of Duty next. We're going to get the reveal for Warzone and for Modern Warfare 2, so I'm really excited for that.
Can't wait.
Can't fucking wait. We're 11 days away. And let's see, a new PlayStation event could also be added. That's another thing. Listen, everybody's just speculating.
Oh, that's for sure going to get added. God of War. It's going to add it. It's going to get added.
There's a suspected PlayStation event possibly going down or whatever. Like, okay, I mean, that would be cool. So, yeah. Maybe. I mean, there's been a lot of speculation on that.
Oh, it's going to be not a showcase, but what do they call those? The state of play. It's going to be state of play for God of War. That's going to be dope.
But that's
all. By the way, did you see the cover? Game Informer cover?
Yes, I did. Yep, God of War and the
fire
videos as well too.
It was fire.
Now the Game Informer cover was fire as hell. But yeah, man. So that's all I got with that. Thank everybody for hanging out today. Also thank. I mean, obviously we already get to thanking Nick, and I definitely Nick. I want you to sign off as well too. And but also just thanks everybody for participating in the giveaway as well. We appreciate that, hanging out with us and supporting the channel. It really goes a long way, and I know me and Kills appreciate that immensely. So just thank you for that. And then
we work tirelessly for you guys.
Yep.
That's what we do.
And then Nick, if you have anything you'd like to add to that.
Yeah, man. Just well, thanks for having me
Of course.
on here. Sorry, I had those problems with
Nah, don't worry about
the old Discord situation. But yeah, man, thanks for having me on. And it's been a long time kind of talking about play Game Pass, dude. Yeah, like stop. Like that's all I got to say is just like, you know, maybe take a little bit less time of complaining and just play what we got, because we have so much good stuff to play right now. It's like, I mean, or you know, go ahead, fucking complain about shit.
Right.
I'll just go ahead. Whatever floats your boat.
You know, yeah, whatever you want to do, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. I just, you know, I play so many games and I just have so much fun gaming. Like I don't let any of that shit, you know, affect me like that.
Right.
But I mean, I guess if you want to let it affect you, go for it. But I also want to thank you guys, man, because you guys, like, you know, you guys have got me through a lot of shitty drives and a lot of you know, crappy work situations where I've been able to enjoy you guys for, man, like how many, I know it's 61 episodes, but it's over a year, right?
Yes.
Over a year,
definitely over a year.
Yeah.
And I've been here since day one, so I enjoyed every minute of it.
You're getting day one t-shirt. Stop rubbing it in.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to keep asking until.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I mean, that obviously that means a lot, especially coming from you, because you were in here from the beginning as well. When we were just like a couple of people just talking on the fucking mic and just, you know, bullshit, and we still are just two people talking on. I mean, that's what I like about this the most, and I like the fact that we were able to get you on. You know what I mean? And just like, because now, like, where, you know, it's gone from you just being like a commenter and just watching the channel to you being in the party chats with us, in the Discord with us. We're gaming together, we're chilling together. Like, it's fucking dope, and I really appreciate that.
I think that's what I appreciate the most about you guys' pod. That's why I always say it's the best podcast in gaming, because it's like, you know, there's a lot of guys out there that pretend they know everything, and they try. You guys are just talking about games, man. It's just, and that's what it's all about, you know, and that's why I stick around for so long. So, I mean, I'm not pointing anybody out, but, you know, it's like, you hear people thinking they're like literally, you know, sitting next to the developers, you know, and like, you know, it's like, dude, like, come on, man, like, you know, the humility in this that is involved in this podcast, I really appreciate it, and I'm just gonna keep fucking watching every week and making my stupid little comments, and fucking it was awesome that you guys had me on here. I really appreciate it.
Now we appreciate you, man. Go ahead, Kills, if you want to take us out.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, Nick, for coming on to the pod. As always, I tell every one of my guests that I bring to the show, you have the keys to the show whenever you want to drop by. Don't even hesitate. Just let us know you want to drop by, and you'll be on the show. That's how we do here. But appreciate the sentiment. Appreciate the comments you just made there. We do this for you guys. We do it for the community, and that's what we've been about. We don't pretend to be professionals, and we don't pretend to be experts. We just talk about games, and we talk it with you guys. But other than that, man, I appreciate you guys coming out. Episode 61. It is Sunday evening. We have went a little further than we usually do, but that's okay because we love these conversations. But for episode 61, we'll see you next week. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Have a safe one. If you have off tomorrow, be responsible, drink safe, do not drink and drive. Have a fun weekend to end it out. We'll see you guys next week. Happy fucking gaming, everybody.
Later.
Yeah.